Ahem. Ahem. If you can hear me. Hello everyone. Welcome in, welcome in. We are in the kitchen. And I think it's high time that we make do on a very specific and oddly specific promise to our fellow casters out there. So if you do not remember, a couple months ago, we did a giant ELESTRALS opening. We had one question to answer, very, very specifically. And I'm so happy that y'all are here for me today to join me on this adventure. Yo, Tom Gamer, hello, good to see you. Sir Tractor, welcome in. Hello. What's going on, B Glizzard? Hello, good to see you. Trilly Swall. Hey, listen, we can't be doing what we're doing today, and it can't get a little hot in the kitchen. And also, very specifically, it's like 100 degrees here where I live, so you're gonna have to forgive me on this one. Hopefully everything looks okay. Hopefully I sound okay. Can y'all hear me all right? Is the music too loud? Hopefully it's not too bad. I might be a little echoey, but let me know. I can adjust everything and we can go over there. Sounds good? All right, good to know. Good to know, good to know. Good evening, everyone, by the way. It's good to see you. Today, well, I guess I'll get my apron here in just a moment and we'll kind of really understand what we're doing here today. Because we have this. We're missing your chisel fakes. Yo, what's going on, Metric? Good to see you. Video quality is solid. The music isn't too loud. Voice is easy to hear. Absolutely. Thank you so much. All right. So, as everyone is coming in here and hanging out very specifically, let's pop it over. We're cooking something very specific. Camera is a little low, but I'm sure they show the cooking process. So the big thing today is that we have two different angles for this. One, because I'm gonna need to walk back and forth between what we're doing here on the side. And then two, because we do have some stuff below. But I'll get into this one in just a moment. So you have to bear with me for a second. First things first, while I'm getting started, let me grab my apron real quick. What is a chef without their trusty apron? Yo, what's going on, Lazy Lee? Good to see you, my goat. Hello. Welcome in, welcome in. We have one thing that we're doing today, and I swear it's ELESTRALS related. I swear it's ELESTRALS related. This is just so you all stay interested, I promise. All right. If you're ready to start and ready to start with me, let me know, and we'll go ahead and get there. All right, everyone. I think we'll go ahead and say time. So, what we're doing today is very specific. We have with us a booster box of base set. We have a booster box of Frostfall. We have a booster box of Daybreak. We have a booster box of Moonrise. And last but not least, a booster box of Firestorm. Firestorm here on the rip. And what we're doing today is making do on a promise that we did a couple months back when we did our big Moonrise opening. We had so much Moonrise, Daybreak to open. We had Daybreak, we had base set, and we had Frostfall. Before we even could touch Moonrise, we had one important experiment. And that, of course, is to cook some cookies and see which ELESTRAL set, which hollow set, can cut the cookies the best. if you'll follow me on this one. So let me go ahead and get these out of the way, and we can get started. Because this is actually a long process. We do actually have to have this thing bumping. Because we're going to have an hour of doing this, at the very least, of cook time. One of the column bakies, true. So we're also gonna be opening a box of each set while on stream and while baking. So without further ado, you'll mind if a white boy speaks a little cookies? Okay, that's the dumb bit. That's the dumb bit right there. All right, let's go ahead and get started. The first things first is I do have to actually open, or I do actually have to get some brown butter started, and actually some brown butter opened. So let me get that taken care of real quick. Because our recipe here, what we're doing, and let me go ahead and shift over to our top-down view here. So the recipe with what we're doing today is actually going to be through the Toll House cookie recipe. Why? Because I'm curious. It's actually a really funny story. I was talking to my mother the other day, and she's a phenomenal baker. And what she said specifically, I was like, hey, do you have like a really good cookie recipe by chance? And she's like, actually, the one that I think, and based off all these forums that she's on, a lot of the grandmothers, etc., all say just go on the back and see the Toll House cookie recipe, and then just do what you will with that. Now, I don't know if that's correct. But we're gonna try out some stuff anyways and see how it's going. So we'll have to experiment just a little bit. The big thing we need to do though, we're going to be substituting this by half because I do not need 5 dozen cookies. I don't need 5 dozen cookies. I can survive with this a little bit, actually. People frequently ask me, Lizard, Izzy, why do you play ELESTRALS? It's quite simple, you see. Swalax cooking stream, absolutely. Well, we're here to please. Hey, how's it going? How's it going, Bo? Good to see you. Hello. We're gonna be cooking today, and the first things first is we're gonna need some butter. So let's go ahead and gather all of our ingredients here. We're going to need butter. We're gonna need brown sugar, vanilla extract, our chocolate chips, as well as our chocolate chunks as well. So 5 dozen cookies sounds like one night of dinner. Hey, listen. I'm not saying that's correct, but also maybe. Oh, and important, we are going to be making some no-bake cookies while we're here too. So, because I have with me some melting chocolate, I gotta get rid of all these chocolate chips, and also I have to get rid of some Ritz crackers and peanut butter to make some tagalongs effectively, which are another thing that there's there. Fridge check? Absolutely not. You guys can't see what's inside my fridge. The fridge isn't even real. At least you can see there's eggs in there. Yo, watch out. All right, let's see what we need. We need flour for sure. My mother also said to use shortening too, which I don't even know if we want to use shortening either, but we'll see. Okay, so we have our flour. I need my vanilla extract, which I'm not trying to do the streamer thing. Vanilla up top, and my brown sugar. And also I do need my espresso powder. If you guys don't know, that one of the key secrets to good brownies, good cookies, good etc. is going to be instant espresso powder. A tablespoon of this is like gold inside of anything chocolatey. It won't taste coffee-like, it'll just really enhance the flavor of your brownies and your cookies. Yeah, you feel me? You feel me? I need a spoon. I need a spoon. I need a spoon as well. I also think I'm gonna need a rubber spatula too. Man, I'm really looking at this recipe. So we'll grab that as well. Head off to the side. Okay. What do I need here, more specifically? I guess I should start with the other side. All right, so 2 eggs. Eggs. Oh god. Espresso Secret's my grave me now. Gonna have to try it. It's really good. I highly recommend it. Like legitimately, it just makes everything taste a lot better. All right, I need 2 large eggs, or only 1 egg because this thing says for 2. And it's also asking for a little bit more on the flour side, so we're not gonna do that either. That's right, blocking the fridge just a little bit. Y'all ain't getting in there. Okay, wet ingredients, dry ingredients. I'm gonna start on the butter. In the meantime, let's do that. So first things first, I'm gonna brown some butter over here on the stove. Y'all probably can't hear me over here, and I'm so sorry about that. Oh, actually, how many of y'all are playing in the premiere this Saturday? I do have to know, because unironically, and I'm gonna have to be honest with you, I don't even know what to play yet. I've been testing so many things, and things just kind of feel not that great, you know? Probably me. I know you're looking for your next winter tractor. Okay. Butter is gonna be on lock. We're gonna have to go small burner on medium heat. Right here. I honestly should tie back my hair while I'm at it too, but oh well, oh well. I haven't chosen deck yet either. Frost looks pretty good this time around, I think. You know? Don't have the PTO for it. See, it's so weird because I know it's only a couple days away, but it really doesn't feel like it. And there's then a big gap until Atlanta, which is there. I'm debating about it. Not joining the game plus bad sleep schedule is not good. Oh god, RIP, Bo. I mean, honestly, you could, if you're trying to make the run back with with foxes. I mean, listen, you could just go for fun here. That's maybe what I'll end up trying to do, is just going for fun, because nothing really feels amazing. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Give me 1 second. I gotta check something. There we go. Foxes die so hard to champ whale though. Ow, absolutely. I'll have y'all streaming all day for work for sure. See, that's the crazy. I would love. I think the. Here's the thing. I don't know what to pick. I don't even know if it's going to be like particularly good on stream either, and I hope so. Nothing feels good and fun at the same time. See, I was talking about this exact same thing specifically with Viscerous, right? The idea is that Viscerous in itself is like, not Viscerous, well, I guess Viscerous. Good stuff pile is kind of just the best thing to do right now in ELESTRALS, right? Like, it's not to say that there's other decks that don't really work, like Titan is a really cool one. Anything Frost is also really solid. Blizztrix even, shout out to Josh for playing Blizztrix the other day, is like a very solid package overall. But if it's not those specifically, then some of their elements can really struggle. And the idea of, well, this is really cool, but what is this is doing versus just going Zeus and going Viscerous, you know what I'm saying? Does that make a lot of sense? Does that make a lot of sense? I like the Volt Tempest deck. It'll be a bit unexpected, maybe need some tweaking. The Volt Tempest deck is also pretty fun. I think it's like, who's got a solid packet? Huh? Zeus plus Snowball, good card too right now. Oh, I'm a big fan of the Nyxamera stuff. I think is a really solid option. I think that Nyxamera is underrated inside this format. So, like, you know, quite legitimately, I think it's something that's worth experimenting. All right, I think that's kind of warm enough. We're gonna start to melt and brown the butter just a little bit. You only need a stick of it, so that's gonna be helpful. As it's frying in the background there. Now, I'm also one of those people that like washes my hands after every single portion of cooking, so you're gonna have to bear with me too. My very specific OCD. Are we siding for Blizz? I think very specifically the thing that we're citing for Blizz is like not Divine Blessing anymore because it's like not as good, but it's like what deciding to Blizz is so funny. It's like Boom Bat's extra removal. It's like legitimately things that that I think like would really help with that. I don't know. Yeah, what's going on, Dr. Barber? Hello. I did not expect to see the kitchen. The kitchen, literally the kitchen, and in specific, we have our ingredients. We're gonna be cooking up a little bit. I'm browning butter, so I'm gonna be just a quick second. Legitimately, browning butter is like the way to go if you're doing anything with cooking, or as far as like with cookies go. It really deepens the flavor. It's kind of like a nice, like, I don't know, like let's say nuttier like taste in it, but also it helps like deepen the color and activates the sugar as well, which is gonna be really nice. We're mixing, I think, white sugar and brown sugar in this recipe. Normally, I think I would just use brown sugar for it, but we'll see. The milk fats are separating out from the butter though, which is good. Also, I use salted butter, by the way. I don't know if that's apparent. I do need a little bit of salt though, and I'll have to grab that in a second. This is gonna butter up just nicely. Maybe a little bit longer on that, and we'll see. Hey, what's going on? What's going on, anyone? Hello, good to see you. Hunky Grandma, hello. Where is the deck? This is the deck. The secret sauce for this Saturday is cookies, and what we're trying to find out is what's the best card in the game that can slice them up. I'm saying hello, by the way. Yeah, more Frostbite Nixamera is Nixamorph. Nixamorph, that's a good name. It removes the water from the butter, makes it easier. That too. It yes, it removes water from the butter, but also again kind of deepens the flavor. It's mainly you're trying to like really separate out the milk solids. But I do have to wait for this to cool down just a little bit to put the egg inside. You do not want to accidentally scramble your eggs inside of the wet mixture. I think this one will be the wet mixture. Wet mixture will be the small bowl, though. Move everything to the side. Oh, perfect. We're getting there. Ooh, that's perfect. Maybe a little bit browner. I can go for a little bit darker on that. It's gonna foam up just a little bit. I'm gonna add some ice in there. It's probably not a great idea. When I heat to low. Yo, what's going on, Kevin? Good to see you. Hello. Everyone say hi, Kevin. Good to see you. We're cooking some cookies tonight. I know. Ain't that something? Welcome to the kitchen, by the way. Welcome to the kitchen. I probably should turn off my ice machine while I'm baking, but we'll see. All right. Quite legitimately, we're here. Speaking of cooking, local steak gave me the idea to go 6 pigs with Winjin. Yes, that's the exact idea. Perfect idea. Perfect idea. I love the 6 pig Winjin deck is legitimately like really strong. I've tested the new dinos yet. Ankle Shock. They seem conceptually fun, but I'm unsure if they're actually anything. I think some people really like them. I haven't tested them out like extensively, but from what I understand about them, it's like they're quote unquote underrated. Like the idea is that you can like hit really big with the ankle shock by doing some like really crazy stuff with them. I just don't know how worth it is, you know? But they're really cool. I think the draw cards is also really interesting, but again, drawing cards in ELESTRALS isn't really that powerful, you know what I'm saying? I like 100 times, like, what foods do I eat to gain weight without feeling like shit? Honestly, it kind of depends. Are you vegan? Are you vegetarian? Are you plant-based? Like, what's your idea? Honestly, I eat a lot of plant-based stuff in myself. Like, it's a lot of tofu. I eat a lot of like plant-based proteins. My general diet day to day though is a lot of just high quality proteins, a lot of like protein shakes. All right, well let this cool just a little bit. I like working with the rubber spatula just so I can get everything all nice and swiped while we're working on that. I don't know if we're gonna need this one again, but yeah, the big thing with it is that you can do a lot of raw veggies on low residue. Chicken and rice and an Instant Pot has been doing good. Honestly, that's kind of half my ideal as well. It's just kind of like, the idea of it is that you want to be able to take your body weight and 1 gram of protein per body weight and work out with that. Makes any sense? So yeah, they do look sick though. I wish they were better. In fact, art. Oh, the art is fantastic. The art is like next level insane, by the way. Big fan of that. Okay, let's swap over real quick, by the way. It's kind of a feeling with them. Conceptually cool, but drawing them to discard 3 doesn't really feel like a good payoff. Exactly. Shout out to Skyhawk though, specifically. Oh god, this looks a little bit dark. I would love to. I'm gonna bump up the gain a little bit on this. Let's try to get this a little bit more. Oop, nope. Sure. That works out. Okay, let's get this sugar all put in here. So how much sugar do we need here? We need 3/4 cup of granulated sugar and 3/4 cup of packed brown sugar. So 3/4 cup, half of that, half of a cup and a half is a 3/4 cup. So I need my here. So I guess we do 3/4 cup of both. So we're gonna do like one of brown sugar. And the granulated sugar, which I don't have over there. I'm actually just gonna do like 2 of the brown sugar because I really like brown sugar a lot more. Oh my god. Cooking with sake is a fun time. Oh, I honestly got my sake glasses up top. All right, I do need to open the little tiny baby sugar. And if you're asking why I got a little tiny baby sugar, well, it's because nothing else would really fit inside this little tiny thing. I don't really cook with a lot of regular sugar often. What's your favorite alcohol to cook with? Honestly, it might be sake. Unironically, I make a lot of tare, a lot of sauces with sake specifically. But a nice red wine is pretty good to cook with little sauces, or a white wine if it's a chicken. All right, some granulated sugar, 3/4 cup. And go ahead and just whisk this together. Do I want to use a... Yeah, I think I do. There's some small clumps in here I do got to break up, but... Oh god, this smells insane. Already just the most amazing thing like in the world is just some sugar, some butter together. I'm telling y'all, it doesn't really get much better than that. You know what I'm saying? Alright, that's about how it's gonna get. Probably a little bit more. Funny enough, not a huge on drinking sake, but I like to cook with it. I need my alcohol to be obnoxiously sweet like mead. Yo, mead is fire. Okay, you know what's really funny? I got a drink responsibly, kids. I got like the other, I can't remember when I was streaming where I was drinking mead. Oh, it was the debate stream. But it was the 7-hour solar stream last year between Josh and Trish. I had like a bottle of mead, of honey mead, and I was just like, drinking it while they were just like, no, solar's a good deck. Don't drink, kids, that too. Legitimately, I also don't. All right. A teaspoon of brown sugar. Not brown sugar, vanilla extract, just a little bit more. It's probably fine. Yo, what's going on, Wubo? Hello, I'm on time. Where's my shiny cardboard? We have to make sure the cookies are baking first, then we'll open in between everything. Well, we're gonna be opening in between everything, so don't worry about that. Brown sugar butter, cinnamon toast. That shit goes crazy. Oh, true. Still mourning the loss of the one meadery in Central Jersey that made a black currant meat was heavenly. Oh god, that sounds so good. Yo, what's going on, Big Kahuna? Hello, hello, welcome in. What's on the menu? Oh, we're making cookies tonight. We got some brown butter, some brown sugar, kind of chilling inside the bowl, and we're gonna be rocking up with some chocolate chips here soon after we get our wet and our dry ingredients all mixed up. Kind of waiting until the brown butter and stuff kind of cools down for the eggs, but hey, what's going on, Narrator? Hello! Our sub eggs, you don't have to worry about not mixing that well enough. Hey, listen, sometimes when I make bread, I have the hardest time making bread, and I can't express this to you enough, that even as much as I can knead that dough into an absolute existence, it takes forever, and it ends up either overworking the dough or underworking the dough, and I gotta work on that. Professor Jack Slacks, true. True. Soul Axe does in fact not have a head. I mean, this is kind of, I'm Miss Bellum, right? Like, this is just how Miss Bellum interacts. It's just like, girls, the city's in trouble. Okay, I think we're good to go to add the egg. I'm trying to think if we have anything else. We need salt as well. Egg and the chopped nuts means add an extra tablespoon of flour. Perfectly fine. Okay, let's go whisk in our egg. This egg's not wanting to crack evenly, which is going to be painful for shells. Oh, thank God, no shells. Thank God, no shells. Oh God, thank God, no shells. All right. Thank God, no shells. I don't know if y'all can hear that, but you guys are like 90% sugar for me to tolerate it. I mean, in some level, I think that's like a lot of people. The thing is, like, really bitter drinks, I don't know. Okay, this is not a shocker. I once went through the classic whiskey phase that most young male presenting do, where they're like, oh, like, you know, whiskey is like really cool. Whiskey sucks. Let's be real. Let's be so real. Let's be so real. Yeah, we usually see his lovely face in all their chats. Seeing the torso is a nice change of pace. See, thank you. I appreciate that. Okay. We have our wet ingredients mixed up and good to go. God, look how good that looks. I just want, there's like some small clumps of the brown sugar in here, which I'm not super in love with. I probably should have sifted that a little bit. So peach wine my wife gets. Oh, peach wine is killer. Wine night sounds amazing. All right. Look how good that looks. Perfect. All right. That's going to go super well. Let's go ahead and get our dry ingredients all cracked up and ready to go. Came with the mustache, I assume? I mean, kind of. Unfortunately, yes. All right, dry ingredients. We're gonna get in what we need to. We need 2 1/4 cup of flour. So we're trying to do a half batch because it said it made 5 dozen cookies. I don't need to make 5 dozen cookies. The classic whiskey phase. Everyone's got it. Everyone's got a whiskey phase, and it's like I just don't really. I mean, everyone like once in a while, right? There it is. Luckily, I ran my dishwasher earlier today. So luckily, this my half cup measuring cup will make this a lot faster than trying to do 4th cups. Whiskey's so bad. Whiskey can be good. Whiskey, bourbons, and etc. can be very good. I'm excited to get my playsets of Full Art Shields and Ambrose. Let's go! Okay, what is y'all's favorite arts to run? I feel like I don't bling out a deck unless I really, really like it. There's like certain cards though that I don't think I'll ever play inside of the hollows or above. And it's like, I think that Ambro might be one of them. I like Ambro, but like, no, none of the hollow arts of Ambro I think have like really small. Okay, we're gonna need about a cup of flour, about a cup and half of a 4th What's half of a fourth? Got a cup of flour, some salt, some butter, and some vanilla extract. Check to check. Granulated sugar. Sugars count as a liquid, by the way, if you guys don't know that in chat. And that's it. Okay. All right. One, two. Amber best rarity is the Blister Stellar. Yo, man. Okay, I remember the Blister Stellars when those got released. It's like everyone was trying to find out very specifically how to like absolutely flatten everything, because other than that, like there was no way that was going to be like it was one of the first instances I think people were like, oh, I can't play this because it's so arched. It's crazy. The new spirits, I think, might be my all-time favorite. So they look so good. Oh, the new spirits are stunning. I really want them to make like, some mats of them. I'm actually really surprised that a playmat isn't within them. All right, flour, accomplish. I don't think we'll need to add more, but just in case, I'll put it off to the side when we don't need it. Okay, flour, good to go. Salt, need a little bit of pinch of salt. Maybe some MSG in there too. Just put MSG in everything. Just put MSG in everything. How much salt do we need? A teaspoon of salt? Oh, easy peasy. Then we also need a teaspoon of baking powder. Remember the baking powder. I do need to pull out the teaspoon. Why don't we have a plate art of the full of all Moonrise spirits? See, that's the crazy part, is that like I thought that was going to be the case for the Moonrise spirits. Like very specifically, I was under the impression that the Moonrise spirits, very similar to the stadiums and base set, would be like the new mats, you know? Half a teaspoon. I think if this rose like quite a bit, if it's half a teaspoon for what we need here. Speaking of, honestly, I'm really glad I didn't buy my last deck in paper after proxying and playing the slow. I realized it was bad. No. What would you build? I forgot. I think, did you mention that before? I forgot if you said it, if you like what it was before, you know? Always sift your flour. You don't have to. Sifting your flour is completely optional, but it's a good practice to do if you're looking for it. I have full moon map, but I don't know. I'd kill for Moonrise spirits. Legitimately, the lunar mat is top. I have to get that. I will be getting that. I might be getting all of them actually. Okay. Sifted some dry ingredients. Give that a quick little whisk just to get everything good to go. We're gonna put in some espresso powder as well. Spoon in here. That's not enough. I'm only missing the hurricane mat. Oh, that's what I have. I'm only missing the full moon mat. That's what I really want. Shout out to my foxes, by the way. Espresso powder and cookies is still in attack. Legitimately, okay. So I explained this earlier, and we're gonna talk about it here. Okay, getting close. Getting close. You ready? Espresso powder. It doesn't make things taste like coffee. It doesn't really add much to it in terms of like espresso-y shenanigans, but what it does do is it enhances the chocolate flavor and the like savoriness and the umami, if you really want to go that far in that Californian, to your dishes, specifically your brownies, your cookies, like anything with chocolate inside. Just like a tablespoon or so of like espresso powder will really do you some good, and it'll really add to everything. Brownies especially. Same with MSG and salt, exactly. The salt will help like, so here's the thing with like salt inside of like chocolate and savory dishes. So salt specifically, chocolate's a very mellow flavor. It's very like of nothing flavor. Like if you taste like cacao, have you ever tasted like just like straight up cacao? It doesn't taste like super like anything. But the salt will help you like really highlight the chocolatey flavors, and MSG too. Like honestly, we could throw some MSG inside of this and that'd be perfectly fine. and it would taste amazing. Throw MSG in everything. MSG all day. It'll help you. It'll help you. I imagine I'd highlight some of the kind of soft butter notes in chocolate. Exactly. Mind if a white boy speak a little cookies? Okay. We have our dry ingredients. We're gonna add our wet ingredients to our dry ingredients, and then we're gonna add our chocolate to it as well. Kind of fold everything in there. We're doing 2 different types of chocolate. We're doing our giant bag of semi-sweet chocolate chips inside of there as well. I'm putting in some dark chocolate cacao. We might only need 1 package of this. I don't think we'll need very much, but this would really help like balance out some flavors, and it'll make it taste delicious. Presentation wise too, it should also look really nice and chocolate gooey in there as well while we're doing stuff. So let's go ahead and add our flavor in there. I just want to lick this whole thing. I need a bowl to save those things so I can lick them, but we'll call that another day. Hey, yo. All right. Yo, what's going on, Scott? Hello, HEB, let's go. HEB kind of the goat. Listen. They deliver. Their produce aisle is unmatched. They have some delicious like exclusive stuff. It's so good. All right, a little out of time. I do need to work this in just a little bit. So we can get this cookie dough in there. Okay. Ooh. Now, unfortunately, I do know that the Nestle Toll House like cookie dough shenanigans is a little more floury than most cookies. Generally, cookies are actually going to be more on the liquidy side, if that makes any sense. So it's like, I think that's the yeah, I think that's like kind of the thought with this. So hopefully as this thing comes together into more of a dough, we can fold in then our cookies. And now that I'm looking at this, man, maybe I should have just done 2 sticks of butter and the flour and everything, because this looks like kind of small. Maybe the cookies are supposed to be super tiny. They opened up one down in Mansfield recently. It's goated. Let's go. Yeah, they've been opening up HEBs like actually in quite a bit of places. It's nice. You better share the cookies with chat or we riot. Madge. Everyone will get a cookie. This only apparently makes, allegedly this was supposed to make like a half dozen. This is like 4 cookies. Like looking at this amount of flour, this is like 4 cookies. I do not understand what they were saying. So here I was trying to make a half batch of cookies. And this thing was like, yeah, no, just do that. In fact, you know what I'm gonna do? Because I do want a lot of chocolate chip cookies. I think I might just double the recipe right in front of us. Y'all ready? Are y'all ready for that? Also, god damn, I just want to eat this whole entire fucking thing. Sorry for swearing. Turns out Nestle Toll House was right. Because, like, this is, like, 3 cookies right here. This is the top prizing for Atlanta, right? Is some homemade Solax cookies? Hey, listen. I don't know if we can work something out, but if these taste good, absolutely. You know what I'm saying? I know it's a bigger batch than this for sure. I don't think this specific one can make 18. Because, holy god. Okay, hold. We're gonna improvise here a little bit. I didn't think I would need to do this, but we're gonna have to go back on it. Thinking. Because this amount of cookie dough, while delicious, completely unacceptable. Completely unacceptable. Make bite-sized cookies, perfect snack. See, the thing is, that's completely the right thing to do here. However, I'm gonna go through this in like 30 minutes. So follow me on this one. We're just gonna do the same process again. we're just gonna make the rest of it. I should have followed the recipe on the box. Ah, man. Now I gotta get more mixing bowls out. I gotta reheat the pan. Well, while the butter is doing that, let's sift some more dry ingredients and let's combine the two. Ugh. Unfortunately, this is like new territory for me in terms of cooking. All right, 1 cup of flour. That's our half. Let's go ahead and get that espresso powder up in there. Espresso powder. I don't know if we need more salt. I'm just gonna add like maybe like an extra like tiny little pinch just because it might be too salty, but you know what? You live and learn. Okay. Hope we aren't too distracting. Sorry. No, absolute. Listen. Hey, you're telling me if y'all are too distracting? I'm sorry if I'm too distracting for you. Because I'm currently running around right now trying to think to myself, well, when am I going to open up these Moonrise boxes? I mean, these whole base set boxes, or all of them, really. We have a plan tonight, don't worry. We got an absolute unit. I do need to preheat my oven. I don't know about y'all. Are y'all preheat your oven first, people? I'm definitely not. I'll just say that. We'll see. Okay. I don't know if I'll need more information. Vanilla, baking powder. There you are. I think the lesson here is make shit from a ton from the start. That's what I'm saying. We only did like a half the baking powder, so we're gonna try the other half here. There's an X of 10 cryo scorch in the box. Okay, I have, no joke, my ELESTRALS backlog for product is a case of Moonrise, a case of Frostfall, or a half case of Frostfall, half case of base set, and a case of Daybreak. That's the half. Like legitimately. It's so funny. All right. Sift through the dry. Always sift your stuff. You check, see these little pebbles? They ain't coming out. That's more clumps. You don't need that. You don't need that. All right, pan is hot. We're gonna try to work a little faster on this one. All right, well, that's melting down. How many cases of Frostfall do you think ELESTRALS still has in the warehouse? I think that ELESTRALS somewhere in Connecticut, there are all the cryo scorches right then and there. Guaranteed. Guaranteed. I think that Frostfall, well, I don't know, because Frostfall also was like a big thing to give away for the Kickstarter, you know? So I think while there are a lot of like, of Frostfall still left, I think there's still like, I think there are a lot of them we're still giving away. I still have 6 boxes to sort still. Oh my god. Yeah, I think all 10 are in glass cases. Oh, yup. Don't look at my chocolate milk. Now what's going on, Super Gamer Guy? Hello. Is this actually Swole Cooking? Absolutely. Well, yes. The idea is that we're going to open up some product here soon and doing a little test. But the first things first, we have to make some cookies. That's the first thing we have to do. We're doing kind of a rush job because we realized that we should have followed grandmother's recipe to start. Yeah, we're not cooking yet. We're just baking. Yeah, the idea is we're going to be opening up one box of every single ELESTRALS product to this date and doing a beautiful experiment. All right. That's going to come down to... It's going to come down to butter. Yo, what's going on, Delinquent? Hello, good to see you. What's the lift plan? Looking good? Hey, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Today, the lift plan, it's a push-pull leg split. I guarantee you, it works wonders. It's beautiful. Good to have you here. Hello, hello. Welcome in. Okay. Wet ingredients. We're back. We're so back wet ingredients. We're so back wet ingredients. All right. Brown butter. This one might be a little less brown than the last one, but that's okay. It's a little more golden than a brown, I think. Which I think is perfectly good to go. Because the other one is still plenty brown. Maybe I'll put it back on for just a little bit longer. I do like a nice golden toasty butter. You know what I'm saying? Like a nice toasty butt. All right. What next? So that's good. We have our chocolate chips, baking soda, cacao, with an egg, brown sugar and regular sugar, plus the vanilla. Vanilla probably is good inside of the other one. We do have to add back our regular sugars. All right. That's looking nice and lovely. Look at that. Nice and beautiful. You want to hear a funny kind of sweet story? Absolutely. Actually, while I'm at it, yo, what's going on, Fraz? Hello, good to see you. Stuck working overtime. Hello from the lose. Hello, good to see you. And absolutely, okay, you got to tell me, the Australians cooking something crazy? Because I know that there's been some bear shenanigans going on here, and the double Majursa was crazy. Okay. We are good to go here. Stop this out. Go here. Boop, boop, bonk. All right. Back on to a... Where's my fourth cup? Fourth cup of brown sugar. We did a 3/4 cup last time, so we're gonna do, again, a 3/4 cup. That's a half cup. Water type of the group chat is definitely popping with ideas. Oh my god. All right, 3/4 cup. We're gonna go more heavy on the brown sugar. I like the more molassesy flavor of that specifically in cookies. So we'll see. I was browsing r/transmog for a sub for WoW outfits. Also was asking how to walk more like a guy. They meant to post to r/transmask. Oh, that's nice. The comments are shockingly supportive. Oh, that's so sweet. They're like, hey, listen, here's my advice. However, for passing, however, not quite the subreddit. Not quite the subreddit. That's funny. That is really sweet, though. Yeah. I can't tell you how much I just want to absolutely devour this entire bowl of of sugar. Whoa, big clump of brown sugar here. Whoa, don't love that. Don't love that at all. Get out of here. Have a good cookie stream. Good night. Good night, Sir Tractor. Hope you have a great rest of your night. Thank you so much for popping in and saying hello. We'll let you know how the cookies are winding up and winding down here very soon. Okay. Here we are here. I think I'm going to change the music a little bit hop in over here to a little more chill. How about something like this? All right. Y'all tell me if the music's too loud or too quiet. It should be nice and relaxing for a little bit. We're a nice little cozy time that we're going to come into here a little bit. All right. Back to cooking. Did I miss the bit? Unfortunately, yes. Hey, how's it going, K. Craig? Good to see you. Hello, hello. Unfortunately, you did miss the bit. It hasn't been great. But luckily, everyone laughed. But good to see you. We also messed up too. So we made a half batch of cookies because this thing said it made 5 dozen cookies. And unfortunately, I didn't need 5 dozen cookies. So instead, what we decided to do, we had to double this batch of cookies and go back before we do anything else. So, you know, good time. Go back and do it again? Oh my god. It's okay, now the bit is like really, really silly. All right, let that cool down just a little bit. We're gonna add this to our second batch of ingredients for our dry ingredients. We're gonna add the wet to the dry here a little bit. Where the moth met at? Yo, what's going on? Stack, hello, good to see you. Welcome in, welcome in. The moth meta is gonna be here shortly, I guarantee you. Actually, that might be more specifically. That might be more specifically for a Tuesday casual. I think that also suit that really well. Good to see you. Hello, hello. Right now, our cookies are going about right, actually. Full send is all I know. True. No, we can go back and do the bit if you do really need us to, Kev. It's one specific line that I think is amazing. So that's someone playing Moth today at Locals was terrifying, but very spirit intensive. It honestly is pretty good. I know that Works was trying to build it and try to do something with it. Obviously, Dymax has like a build that Dymax likes to play with it. Dymax sometimes makes like spirit stuff like really, really again, the whole concept of the Voltempest time bomb was a Dymax brew of Dymax brews. And it was crazy. Yeah, okay. Okay, so if those of you just joined the stream and do not know what we're doing, here's the gist. Here's the actual entire gist. Ready for this one? So, we have in our possession, and I mean this with all sincerity, 1 box of base set, 1 box of Frostfall, 1 box of Daybreak, 1 box of Moonrise, and finally 1 box of ELESTRALS Firestorm. Now, this is a stream of redemption for the fact that we missed our Moonrise cookie stream. We promised a while back, out of one specific scientific experiment, that we need to test and see what is the best ELESTRALS card for cutting very specific cookies. So, if y'all with me, and we're gonna continue on our cookie adventure, and if y'all don't mind, see, I messed up the bit already. That's okay. If y'all don't mind, White Boy speak a little cookies. Been hitting the gym? Oh, just a little bit. The secret sauce that we're going to trigger Ash Rabbit 63 times in one game. Oh my god. See, that you say Ash Rabbit, that'll literally just call the entirety of the Nimbug server into the chat to say ban Rabbit. Thank you, I'm glad you liked the bit. It was a very specifically crafted bit. Limit Rabbit? I think that Rabbit like limiting would be great for me, Bo, and Ari specifically. But everything else and everyone else, I don't know if that really would work super well. Okay, let's combine our cookie batter into the half batch real quick. And that way we can mix from there. Galaxy Champ eats rabbits for breakfast. Yeah, like Rabbit, like I still stand by that Rabbit might be just a little slow, you know? There's nothing wrong with that. Like Rabbit's still one of the best like tempo cards, still one of the best advantage cards inside the entire game. It really is just that good. But then also, it's kind of lacking just a little bit. Rabbit is kind of falling behind. It's not as good as it used to be. It's not as fast as it wants to be. Okay, so we need to do a couple things while we're waiting for this. We need to do 2 cups of Nestle Toll House semi-sweet chocolate morsels. And I got a little bit of dark chocolate for us as well. Rabbit went from mandatory in every deck to good in most decks, which I feel like is a titanic fall by comparison. I mean, there's an iceberg ahead for those to see. But I think that Rabbit is still, again, very strong and is one of the best cards in the entire game for sure. But OMG, don't say that about her. I love her so much. However, I will still continue to play Rabbit until otherwise stated. Some decks just don't need Rabbit, but I feel like other decks, yeah, they definitely do. Where are my scissors? Where are my scissors? Every kitchen needs a set of scissors, and mine will always be in like my utility drawer, and when it's not there, I'm lost. Legitimately. Alright, set about a cup of cookies. Let's season to our heart's content. Professor's re-enchanting Rabbit good? Hey, you tell me. From what I understand, I think it is pretty good. I heard it on commentary somewhere. Someone said, you know, re-enchanting Rabbit here sounds like a really good play. You hear me out? Bake a hollow from each set into the cookie and see which tastes best? That would be so unhinged. That would be incredibly unhinged. There's no way we could do that. Okay. Season with chocolate chips is amazing. I mean, season with your heart's content. And quite literally, these things are also kind of melting inside. Holy. Fold that baby in there. I keep on like going to the side of things. All right. We're still not done. While I love chocolate chips inside of a chocolate chip cookie recipe, we're going to chop up some... chop up some we're gonna chop up some chocolate. So I'm just sitting here looking at my cookies. Yeah, because they're shaped like a Pringle Dr. Barber. True! That's awesome. Vertical tastes best out of all the cards in the game, in my opinion. Yeah, what cards do you guys would think taste the best? For me, I think it's... I think I had the espresso powder a little bit earlier. That's fine. How do you guys think... What do you guys think Slug will taste like? Jello. I don't know what tastes best, but I do know that Drataya tastes the worst. Dragon Flute tastes nothing like it. Tastes bad. I could kill for some Dragon Fruit eventually. Ooh, this chunk's a little bit big. Bacon. No. Sluggle tastes a little bit like bacon grease. This is probably way too much chocolate now that I'm really looking at this. I probably didn't need all this chocolate. Let's kind of fold it in here and see if we can make it work. If anything, it'll just taste better as we're fermenting up inside the fridge. I need a big old wooden spoon for this instead of my spatula, but we'll work in it. Whew. Mudlet would be bacon for a bit of earthy flavor. I don't want to eat a mudlet. I could never. Mudlet is such a cute little friend. All right, you know what? We just have so like tiny bit left. It's only like 3 ounces of chocolate, I think, which might be too much. But oh god, look at that. She's beautiful. She's lovely. Look at our cookie dough. It's actually, the lighting in here is not amazing. What can I do to fix that? Get a different house? Probably. Alright. Let's move this out of the way. Back over where she needs to go. And we're going to fold in the cookie dough, and then this is where the trick is. Okay, so unfortunately, we're going to have to put this in the fridge overnight. So, you know, see you tomorrow. No, the thing with cookie dough is that, like, while this is, like, probably going to be insane, you do need to let the gluten network form just a little bit inside your cookie dough, just so you can get, like, a really, really nice, like texture with your cookie dough. So we're going to put this inside of the fridge for just a little bit. I don't even know if I really need to cover it, because we're just going to put it back in the fridge for maybe, like half an hour to an hour while we are making the rest of our either cookies and opening some ELESTRALS product. I'm also going to wash my hands because they're also chocolatey at the moment. So bear with me. You can probably go right there. Okay, let's clean up just a little bit. And I was about to grab for a towel and I literally have one right here. And then we'll go next. Yeah, it's gonna hello. I keep on having this problem where my cookie dough disappears in my stomach before it's turned into cookies. Is that normal? Completely normal, completely understandable. Now you might have to. I would consult a medical professional. Now, be careful though, because they also might eat the cookie dough. Cronodilo, fried cronodilo. True. I want to try Magneros slightly. Oh, do y'all want to know something funny? I was trying to pull for the Shattered Stars stained glass rarity Owloons. And I was like, well, I have 10 of these things. What am I going to do? And I was like, I need to open one bundle because I only needed like 4 spirits. Let me open up like 2 bundles. I'll pull one spirit. It'll be totally fine. Guess what I ended up pulling? This was today. I ended up pulling a reverse stellar Magneros out of random packs, and I didn't record it. Can you believe it? Speaking of Magneros, like, hasta pronto. Okay, so we have 30 minutes, and put 30 minutes on the clock real quick in our timer to let that kind of firm up. I'm gonna wash my hands real quick as sensory shenanigans. Hey, what's going on, Rat King? Hello. Magneros is a rock. Don't eat that. Very fair. Good to see you. Hello, hello. Now fillet them. Magneros will shine one day. Not a clue when that will be, but it's in theory good. If it was a 5 defender, I think this card would be actually like next level good. I think it would be next level insane. All right. Thundernexus is close, I think. Thundernexus, I think, is like not bad. Magnitude is cooking something with champion Pandalence. Oh no. Magnitude, please. No. Oh, Magnitude's that's so funny. All right. You want some? This is unfortunately the real truth of the Tolas cookie doughs. You have to eat some. This is not optional. I tuned out. We firming up right now? Absolutely. Okay. Here's what we're going to do. We need to clean up a little bit and put away our ingredients in some of our measuring cups. We can do a couple things. Number one, we can make our no-bake Ritz cracker cookies. Those things are amazing, delicious. And alternatively, I think it'll also be a great time to open up some ELESTRALS product. So I think we might be good there. Is the music too quiet for y'all? Like that would be good. Yeah, should be there. All right, let me go ahead and put these up real quick and be right back. There. Here. Have a good night. Gotta go. Thank you so much, Gamer, for being here in our late night cookie stream. We'll have a great night as well, and we'll see you around sometime soon. Thank you for coming in. Absolutely. Okay, so cookies are firming up inside the fridge. We have about 30 minutes to where they're going to be developing their flavor and taste. What's the next thing for us to do? Let's open up some ELESTRALS product. So, well, first let me, again, clear off a little bit of this. We got some chocolate and some miscellaneous here. We're gonna start with base set. We're gonna open up some base set product while we are big chillin' and waiting about half an hour. So I unfortunately stacked this backwards though. All right, are y'all ready for the first box of our little set here? I'm going to flip over the camera into our cookie set. Hello. Hey, how's it going, Sylvie? Hello, good to see you. That's my professor. Absolutely. We're baking some cookies tonight. I mean, if you don't mind, we're making some cookies and we're doing our tried and true test of cutting the cookies with our ELESTRALS cards. The best experiment alive, and thank you to Jay for that one. All right, let's go ahead and get a quick little zoom in here on this. Get a little more zoomed in. That way when I lean in here just a tiny bit, this would be all right. Let's test this Magneros, what I want here for our focus. It's about right there. Sure, Magneros is pretty okay. Ooh, way too much. That's not. Buy me those packs of the real treat. Hey, thank you so much. I appreciate it. Hey, we're working on them. We're working on them as day to day. All right. God, that's bright. Is that perfect? Is that good? It's maybe a little bit too bright for the shine. Hold. Wow. That'll be right. All right, right there. Perfect. Okay, let's do some ELESTRALS opening real quick. I'm gonna zoom out just a little tiny bit more. That way we can get some. I don't have to be super in here. Now, how am I gonna sort and do all these things? That's a great question, and thank you for asking. I'm not sure. I'm not exactly sure myself, to be honest with you. All right, when was the last time that y'all opened base set ELESTRALS, by the way? I feel like every time we go to base set ELESTRALS, this thing is like, it feels very ancient. It feels like the most ancient product alive. This was like, what, 2 years ago at this point? Is the only set I haven't opened. I mean, listen, I think that's also very like true for a lot of people because this was like one of the first like this was over 2 to 3 years ago at this point, which is wild to think about. Frostfall also was like a year ago even, but then that's again, Frostfall, my beloved. Okay, we have the box topper here as well as a bunch of packs from our, let me zoom out just a little more. From our base set box. Base set contains a lot of really classic Stellars. A Viscerous Stellar will be amazing. Viscerous is one of the best cards into the game right now and forever. All right, starting on the box topper Stellar. 3, 2, 1. No. Unfortunately not, this is the regular Volt Tempest. I heard a story of someone who owns the Volt Tempest, who apparently just pulled it and just has it in bulk chilling, you know? But we have some amazing Stellars. We have a Tectaris Stellar would be really cool. I think we also have, God, what's the Stellar? What are the Stellars inside this set? Came in Daybreak, so shared my Frostfall with my housemates. Ooh, nice. Bold of you to assume that I own real cards. True. Listen, Clash is right around the corner. Clash is really just that good. All right, let's go ahead and shuffle up our cards. And let's open some packs. Luckily, we do have our trash right next to us, so we should be good to go. All right, first things first. It's actually really funny. We're gonna be seeing some cards that are banned in this set. We have Mount Olympus, we have Sorlet, Quackle, shout out to my Quackle, Warmite, Smoltuga, Necklace of Harmonia, Tornado, Bag of Winds, and a Stratomoth. Nice. Well, it's a pretty good holo in the set actually, so not bad. We're gonna keep our holos separate here just a little bit because we do need to know which one of them cuts the best. Absolutely. All right. Let's go for Warmite. Earth Scout, shouts to Bears. Jataya, everyone say thank you, Words. Earth Smog. Kraken. Boombat. Galaxea. Zephyrog. Oh, a Holo Ambrosia. Hey, I forgot this came in the Holo. Hey, speaking of the Holo that we were talking about. Y'all have a red Tectaris? I would just be flabbergasted that it was never good. Tectaris actually is unironically very strong. Like, in the terms of its effect, that and Volcaries were kind of base set champions for a little bit before we found out that you could just slap in Galaxy into everything. One of the biggest things about Tectaris was that, like, in early Earth builds, very hard to out and really good into the mirror. But I think over time, we kind of realized that the best thing you could be doing is just playing a 5s. I saw Coastalith tonight, so I clicked it one time. I go, yo, what's going on, Cards and Coffee? I would say, hi, Justin. Hello, good to see you. We are currently pulling some base set and making some cookies tonight. So we're currently on our way and opening up one box of each ELESTRALS set starting with base set. So while our cookie dough is firming up in the fridge, we get a Spinosect for our rare here. We're gonna be pulling some stuff, so. Oop. Not separating the spirits is criminal. Honestly, I really do need to, just for my own bulk sorting purposes. But I know I have like so many boxes of bulk just to go through already. So unfortunate. But Smoltuga, Elichick, P-Gust, Ignector, Nekruff, Scythe of Demeter, Necklace of Harmonia, Tornado, and hey, another Spinosect. Unfortunate. Also, base set spirits are also really nice. They feel so like old ELESTRALS, if it makes any sense. Sorlet, a Quackle, Veritaqua, Nimbug, some Nimbugs, Golden Apple of Discord, an Ivory, Foamy, a Pelquarius, oh, a Rise from the Ashes. Everyone's shout out to Cobalt. Man, this card is so funny. I mean, Words called it a while back that like Rise style effects are still really strong. And so like this card, all it took was like a card that'd be worth it. And turns out she is. Base set spirits feel like how old Magic cards look. That's a pretty fair comparison. There's like a special magic to them that's also like kind of like, again, nostalgic in a weird way. Because they also are like indicative of really early ELESTRALS design. But yeah, it's shocking how far the spirit art's come in 5 sets. The art in general has come just such a long way. And it looks so, so, so good. All right. Elichick, P-Gust, Atlantis, Fully Forest, Jilton, Arrowmare, Astrabbit, hey, let's shout out to Astrabbit, Signectric, and a Cracking. Man, people were down bad for Cracking back in the day. You could have there was a combo, quote unquote, where you could try to turbo out like 2 Cracking over the course of like 2 turns with like Tad Puffs. And that's like, people were trying to do that. Can you believe it? Holy Forest, Island of Aeolia, Helios' Cherry Ride, Nimbug, Ampup. As soon as I get more title form Ampups, I think we're so in there. Astrarabbit, Aeromare, Siracoon, and a Majesty. Hey, classic Majesty, 614. You know, I kind of wish the new one was a 7. King Combo is real trust? True. No. My god. Even with Rise limiting its meta, you know, I would say back in the day, trying to turbo out the Drakeen lock. If you could get one of these days, we'll have to go to the casual and do like Drakeen lock for sure. That's definitely what we'd have to do, I would say. All right, Helios Cherry Ride, Nekruff, Ignector again. Whoa, Nekruff, Eruption. That's my Eruption. Hammer of Hephaestus, Earthquake, and another Majesty. Interesting. All right, only 3 hollows so far. And Rise is a good sign. Rise boxes also maybe mean like Ultra boxes. A lot of the base set like cards are also mapped, which is kind of rough. Yeah, we'll see in set 9. I have some titled Ampups. It'll be Thunder Dragons, but cuter. I would love for... I'm gonna banish a Light in the Dark. I really think Ampup is a really cool design. And again, I think it's like Ignector, where like it just will take like a really niche sort of idea to get Ignector, or to get the Ampup online, you know? Necklace of Harmonia, Tornado, Bag of Winds, and a Glidesdale for our rare. I actually lied about not owning cards. I ripped some Firestorm single packs. I cannot buy boxes near me for the life of me. I pulled the new Stellar Nimbug. You put the Stellar Nimbug for 63? That's crazy! That one looks so good. I think I saw Dymax recently got one, and it looks amazing. Big fan of that one. Drops of Leaf, Volcanic Forge, Nekruff, Helios Cherry Ride, Shield of Achilles, Scavagem, Spy Nymph, Falocane. Shout out to Soren on this one. Falocane, I think, is a card that might be the best now than it has ever been. Mainly because of the Wind Ascension stuff that we can do now with Hermes Trickery. It's pretty solid. You're trying to get rid of mine to Dymax? That's awesome. All right, Sluggle. That's really funny. Urseer, Clovey, Mount Olympus, Charon's Oval, Earthquake, Scythe of Demeter, Spy Nymph, and a Voltempest. Hey, someone get JT on the line. I think Voltempest still has its place in the meta. I do think it's a little funny that like it is the best, probably one of the best 3-drops of base set Elestrals. And even now, I think it's pretty solid. It's a solid body that's hard to out, that has like a really annoying effect. So kind of a fan of that one a little bit. Warmite, Earth Scout, Jertaya, Drops of Leaf, Jertaya again, Earthquake, Scythe of Demeter, Spy Nymph, and a Leonite. Okay, eventually when we get Leonite Champion of Hephaestus, I imagine this card might actually be fairly strong. But I think that for now, the invoked, like the counter runes are so much more powerful than invoked runes. And this card being able to be outed by Cryoblast, by Eddy, like there's something here for sure. But maybe just like, not now. Here's an idea for Ring Day. Since 2-drops are broadly speaking good now, at least plausible, we should go through the 2-drops and see what might be hiding there. I think that's a good idea. Like the concept of having like the like kind of exploring what 2-drops are really good. Right now, I think like it's really hard to say, but the best ones by far is Drakeen. That is the best 2-drop in the entire game for sure. Clovey, Urseer, Sluggle, Golden Apple of Discord, Rummagem, Javlantis, Zephyrog, Kinleo, one really good card now, and a Pandison. Hey, Pandison. I still need that pumpkin Pandison, you know? Spoiler, we got P-Gust. All right, P-Gust, Atlantis, Golden Apple of Discord, Rummagem, Ursmog, Chrysor, Carrion, Pelquarius, and a Latagon. Hey, shoutouts to Wirtz here. Everyone say thank you, Wirtz. Latagon, I think, is also really funny. Again, one of those cards that, like, in early base set, a cool idea. And I like that it was kept in like kind of the Latagon, Lustragon, all the little type of Gone cards. You know, they make cards Gone, so Lustragon is actually cracked. Lustragon is really solid. I think there's a good solar build out there that can play it, and Dimax is probably the closest one to do that. A lot of the wind and water 2-drops are really strong. I think that Terra Sail is actually really, really good. We have Elichick, Smoltuga, Warmite, Crackhead, Veritaqua, Ivory, Foamy, Pelquarius, and hey, another Latagon. Whoa, double box of Latagon? Normally is that supposed to happen in base set? Normally, it's supposed to be a little more, like, spread out. Smoltuga, Elichick, P-Gust, Nekruff, Helios' Cherry Ride, Barabog, Titanostrock, which, unfortunate this card. This card, I think, used to be like a 2/5 and used to have like a similar effect. Can't remember about that. Blazerus and an Equilinx. Yo! High quality pull right here. This is still one of the craziest cards in existence. And it's really funny to think about this card being like at 1. This card should be banned. Do y'all think that Equilinx should be banned? I think so. Boop. All right, there we go. Perfect. All right, Sluggle, Urseer, still no Cellar, by the way. Clovey, Nekruff, Ignector, Pelquarius, Carrion, Chrysor, oh, a Gyatobolt. Gyatobolt, also really funny. Again, title forms make like all these like retrains effectively of these cards like potentially really strong to deal with. I remember Gyatobolt was a card that I think one of my opponents in Dallas played. I was very shocked to find out they were playing Gyatobolt. A very fun card regardless, though. Equilinx should be banned so that when they when the ETF it from the finally be good Earth card at 3, that's what I'm saying. All right, we have Veritaqua, Crackhead, Ursmog, Volcanic Forge, Drops of Leaf, Aeromare, Astrabbit, Signectric, and a Sonicore. Okay, talk about really good Thunder 2-drops. Sonicore is one of the best ones by far, and saw a lot of experimentation with inside of like Daybreak format, mainly specifically because you could like pair this card with like the tempo of the game is you could very easily get over into a Thunder 2-drop. Something like Arcalyph that you could ascend into. And Sonicore was also just a solid body to put on the board. Even though Eddie was everywhere, this card is much less good now that we have a lot more outs to the game, or to this guy, the Champion Galaxy, the Eddie as well. Much less good, but still a lot of fun. Earth Scout, Jirtaya, Drops of Leaf, Helios Cherry Ride, Island of Aeolia, Scythe of Demeter, Spy Nymph, Scavengem, and a Circle the Sky. Eventually this card will be good. It's one of the like primo like ELESTRALS cards in existence, and it just kind of like does a lot of nothing. Charon Zobel, Mount Olympus, Sorlet, Smoltuga, Warmite, Zephyrog, Galaxea, amazing pull, Boombat, and a Majesty for our rare there. Boombat's also a really good pull too. Again, a lot of these cards are so good inside the base set. So good. We're about halfway through our base set box. Still no Stellars. I'm hoping for a Viscerus. I'm hoping for a Tectaris. Ampup, Typhlant, Ignector, Veritaqua, Crackhead, Glauby, Thunderstorm, insane card now actually, Bag of Winds, and a Pandalance. Hard loses to Champ Whale, but blanks Like a Void combo, so that's something. Yeah, it's like very strange, right? It's like normally people would shotgun that in the standby, but then also too like, I mean, if you can go into Wear Pup in a Like a Void that's Thunder Enchanted, you could just ascend and Siphon, and then now you have a 7 body that they turn off their counter runes to. I think it's not a bad idea. Like a Void is the best Nexus bank in existence, right? All right, Sluggle, Tadpuff, Jolton, Typhlant, Ignector, Thunderstorm, Sparkit, Signectric, and a Floranch. Shoutouts to Floranch and spiders, by the way. I think spiders are just okay. I've been slowly being pilled that spiders might be one of the best decks, but I still, again, still kind of missing me a little bit. All right. We have Crackid, Veritaqua, Sorlet, Helios Cherry Ride, Island of Aelia, Foamy, Ivory, Javlantis, hey, an Equilinx. Double Equilinx box is crazy. That would have gone insane in the ELESTRAL. All right. Earth Scout, Warmite, Smoltuga, Rumagem, Golden Apple of Discord, Thunderbolt of Zeus, Sparkit, Signetric, and a wow, this is like our third Spinosect in the box. That's actually really, really funny. Zephrog best deck, trust, true. Honestly, I think Zephrog is one of the wind ascensions that I think could be very strong, especially because the new stuff inside of the game, or the new like the new turboing out Carrions and the new turboing out the Aeola stuff, kind of very similar to what we did with the Voltempest. And actually, the initial concept for the Voltempest was actually a Zephrog list. Atlantis, P-Gust, Elichick, Nimbug, Ampup, Barabog, Titanostock, Suicune, Tectaurus. Hey! It's weird this card's a rare, but also, again, really strong card in base set. Eventually, a title form could be really good. Champion of Demeter, Tectaurus would go crazy. We have P-Gust, Atlantis, Golden Apple of Discord, Sluggle, Ursier, Sakurasaur. I'm waiting for this card to be good. I love Sakurasaur so much. Griffuse, Pelcarius, and an Aepharos. Interesting. I recently opened up the Shattered Stars. I think the Shattered Stars art of Aepharos might be my favorite one. Like, quite legitimately. All right, Jotaya, Earth Scout, Warmite, Helios Cherry Ride, Island of Aeolia, Bag of Winds, Thunderstorm, a Glaubie, and a Fallocane for our rare slot. All right, Atlantis, Golden Apple of Discord, Warmite, Ampup, Typhlant, Sakurasaur, Barabog, Titanostock, and a Trifernal. Trifernal OTK is real and can hurt you. Yeah, I was cooking something with Zephrog and Pigs a while back, but the ADHD kicked in and started building something else. I love what happens when you're like, you have like a really like fun deck idea and you're like, okay, I'm gonna try to cook with this. And then you just like end up going like, oh, well, never again. Sakurasaur, another 2-drop that what's the actually Ascension pool line. It's like, again, drawing cards in ELESTRALS is just not as good in specific cases. And like a hard draw too is not as good as like a destroy, you know, in a weird way. I recently learned what happens when someone attacks my Zephrog and I Argo or Breeze of Zephyros. Oh god, they get handed for 1 billion. Typhlant, Ampup, what's some Nimbugs? Typhlant again, Ignector, Lycavoid, Griffuse, Thunderstorm, and a Floranch for our rare. All right. Elichick, P-Gust, Atlantis, Clovey, Ursier, Astrabbit, Aeromare, Suicune, Spinosect for our rare. This guy said Lycavoid. Did I say Lycavoid? Instead of attacks Zephrog? No! Someone really should go like kidnap Gage and make him play this more. Nimbug's name makes more sense. So Gage actually really like tried ELESTRALS really early. I don't know if we're ever gonna get Gage to play this game. I think Gage would really like it, but the game's gotta like I think pick up a little bit. He's currently like very Yu-Gi-Oh pilled at the moment. Sluggle, Ursier, Clovey, Ursmog, Crackid, Tornado, Bag of Winds, Thunderstorm, and a Nectar of the Gods. God, this is like such a good looking like holo. I love Nectar of the Gods holo. It's awesome. Not enough waifus for Gage. True. Yeah, there's not enough like, you know, bait for Gage. We'll put it that way. All right, Tadpuff, Sluggle, Urseer, Atlantis, P-Gust, Cinder, Kinleo, Waspire, and a Krakatuga. What's up, my Krakatugas? This is the MBT special, and shouts to Win the Scent. I was playing ELESTRALS Clash the other night, and I saw Krakatuga, played by the GOAT themselves, Win the Scent. Classic ELESTRALS base set player, like undefeated in several tournaments. So funny. Still back on it. All right, Ignector, Typhlant, Ampup, Nimbug, Volcanic Forge, Titanostock, Waspire, Blazers, and our Holo Zaptor. Oh, I love this Holo Zaptor art. Let's go. It's so cute. I love this one. It's I kind of wish I had more of the Holo base set ones. The Tyrantus is also really good. Man, Zaptor's a great pickup though. That means I think I have 2 of these specific spirits. So very nice. The second he said Vampire Sucker was his favorite card. I know what you are. Earth Scout, Warmite, Smoltuga, Elechik, P-Gust, Eruption, Hammer of Hephaestus, Earthquake. Yo! Poseidon as our full art. This makes my second full art Poseidon, actually. The Poseidon full art is crazy good looking. Wow. What a pull. Nice. Insane, actually. Insanely good pull. I think that's everything so far. I don't know if we can get a Stellar out of the box. We have 2 more packs left to go. We got Fully Forest, Jolton, Tadpuff, Golden Apple of Discord, Atlantis, Barabog, Titanostock, Blazerus, and an Aepharos for our rare. All right. One last pack, and it literally just like didn't open for me. Oh God. All right. One last pack. Can we end on a holo? We have Crackhead, Veritaqua, Quackle, Healer's Cherry Red, Alias, Carrion, Pelquarius, Foamy, Glidesdale for our rare, and that's going to be our base set box. We actually pulled quite a bit of kind of nice ones, actually. Nog and Zaptor and the Poseidon are really, really nice. Love the full art Poseidon. Sonicore is cool. Double Ladagons are really funny. And everything else is like just okay. So big fan of that one. Yo, what's going on, fellow? Hello, good to see you. All right, so in that as well, we actually are going to be then, the timer has 20 seconds on it to check on our cookie dough. So let's go ahead and do that while we're waiting. I'm gonna stop the timer right there though. We're gonna go for 15 seconds on the clock. All right, let's check our cookie dough. Let's see how it's firmed up a little bit. All right, you tell me. This looks pretty okay. She's like kind of solid out. Let's do a little bit of let's go to taste. Cookie stream? Absolutely. Let's see how she's tasting. I think it's pretty good. I have to just try a little bit more. A little more. Yeah, no, that's good. All right, back in the fridge though. All right, back in the fridge for another, we'll say 30 minutes on this one. 30 minutes on this fridge specifically run, and that's gonna be our base set box from ELESTRALS. We do have though. The box next is Frostfall. So Frostfall is actually one that I'm looking forward to opening because they have the reverse stellar bears. So if we can get a bears box, the bears boxes of these things are super exciting. Big fan of the bears box. Let's go ahead and stack up all the bulk, including Equilinks, because Equilinks is bulk. I will not tell it differently. We'll go there. Honestly, the idea could work if you use 2 of them. True. I'm actually not thinking about it. How painful would it be if we got the PWWB here? That's also true. All right. Put this to the side. How long do the cookies need to bake is a great question. And I actually did not look on the time. 9 to 11 minutes. That's actually kind of crazy. I didn't think it'd be that fast. All right. Are y'all ready for Frostfall next? Base set into Frostfall. We have the next evolution of ELESTRALS. Frostfall is kind of the GOAT for a lot of reasons. It was I stand by it, probably the best Elestriad season by far. And I had a lot of fun at this one. Frostfall was also like one that we were waiting on for so long. We were in base set for just so much. And like the legends behind the Cryo Scorch, like stuff is like amazing. If you pull a Stellar Scorch, you have to cut a cookie with it. That'd be really funny. I just C-mode you. That's a good one. I would absolutely flip. Okay, well, it's not the Stellar Cryo Scorch. It got stuck to the top of the box, so hey, we... Unfortunately, no Stellar Scorch here. Not today. Oh, unfortunate. I do have like 3 more boxes of Frostfall, and I really want to open them. Because I swear to God, I will be the Stellar Scorch. The Stellar Scorcher. It's definitely not real. So there was a few people that had like Lockagons inside of their little plastic casings. And it's like the running theory I have is that it's either inside of a, like, it's in a vault in Connecticut, or the Lockagons were inside the plastic casing and the Lockagons are the Stellar Cryo Scorches. Hot take to say that Elestrad Season 2 is the only Elestrad season Elestrad really hit. The others were okay, but one had some legend to it. The Elestrad Season 2, I'm very grateful to ever really be inside of the Elestriads, period. They've been a lot of fun, and each and every one of them is like slightly different. And I kind of like that, but I do think that Elestriad Season 2, the team format, was really fun. It created like these storylines, and also was like a lot of like really high tension, even on the like internal team level. Like I know every single person had like a lot of like experiences, and like, again, made lifelong friends, if you will. From a lot of our members inside of our Elestriad pantheons, our Elestriad teams. I will bleed in Parawat till I die, baby. But the season 3 was fun. I like season 3's conceptual thing. I think season 4 on the back of season 3 was also really interesting. I'm really curious to know what they do for season 5, personally. I don't know if they're doing season 5. I assume they're doing season 5. But I'd be really curious to know. So I don't know. We'll see. I don't know. They switch it up every single time. So if the format is something cool, I'm down. All right, let's go. Ursa. Oh, hey, this card is meta now. Ursa. Speaking of bears, Platypulse, my friend. Nimbug, some Nimbug. Narpoon, also meta. Crazy. Again, Frostfall has so many good cards. Giraflora, Avalanche. Blizzard, good card now too, Ambrosia, and a Glaciursa. I think that Frostfall is a set that like ages both the poorest and the best. You know what I'm saying? Like Frostfall has cards that are like both extremely powerful, and there's just like so many good stuff. Whole lot of cooking, very little baking, odd. Jay, thank you so much for being here. And unfortunately, this is the really funny part. We're letting the cookie dough rest just in the meantime. We previously were gonna try to make like a no bake, but we're opening some packs first while our cookie dough is chilling. But thank you so much for being here. We already browned the butter and did everything else. It's time. That's what I'm saying, baby. Everyone, if you guys do not know, Jay is particularly the person that I want to credit for taking the previous streams off the rails. and very specifically for giving us the idea to do this. So we're eventually having to use our hollows to see which one is the best at cutting the cookies, and we're letting that chill for a little bit to make it nice and firmed up. We also have stuff to make our no-bakes later, but for now we have to open up each and every set of Frostfall, or each and every set of ELESTRALs to really do our test. So we open up base set, and now we're on to Frostfall. Ursicle, hey, I love Ursicle. We're men of science, exactly what I'm saying. We're cooking in the kitchen, and maybe not for good reasons. Terrasail and a Flammoth. Hey, our first holo of the last one was a Stratomoth. Flammoth's pretty good. Is Kostalith still the champ? Kostalith is the reigning champion of cutting the cookies. And that's particularly why it's on the thumbnail. Which is, I've heard, is a horror show. Ray Sarage, Stroke the Forge, Rise from the Depths. I love this card so much. It's so good. Sandstorm, Frostmite, my friend. Snow Waddle, Mount Olympus, Cockatoodle, and a Babloon. Wait. Oh, this one was one of the Riceros on the front. That's right. Frostfall's a bunch of weird like mapping issues like that. Forgot about that. The spirits for Frostfall also too, very high contention for being some of my favorites. I love how Ursaden went from this card sucks doo-doo. This card is a whole point of the deck. Okay, quite legitimately, it is crazy. Like the effect itself reads insane. And I think Dymax and I had it like right a while back with Man I Love Frost Nexus. Is that Mother Nexus was such a great concept, and the fact they made a good payoff for it makes it even scarier. Like legitimately shout outs to women here, and we love working mothers. Majursa, champion of Hestia, I have the deck over here because I was testing it earlier, is so strong. It's amazing. And hopefully, maybe this box will be a Bears box and we get our reverse Stellars. Flormine, Cerebrum, Findust, Charcoon, Scepter of Kion, Volcanic Forge, Nemasail, Cerebral, and a Cypron and a Tadflow for our cards. I keep on wanting to say our holo here, or our rare slot, but I keep on forgetting that it's like, you have to do like one of these numbers. Sandstorm, Tower of Winds, Race the Top, Warfrost, Ursicle, Island of Velia, Mountains of Boreas, Funglow. I love Funglow. And Imperwa, Team Imper, go Cryo Scorch. Again, that joke is for like literally 3 people. Yeah, typically how it goes. Yeah, that's kind of the thing about a lot of these cards. They're kind of waiting to be little time bombs of like things that that will like or could be good, you know. Race Top, Cryovern, Penguat, Platypulse, Abominursa, Cryoling, Volcanic Forge, Nemasail, that's peeps, and a Cerebrum as our rare. We're kind of making our way through these packs quite speedily, but again, no holos here. It'd be really funny if one of the Frostfall error boxes that we have only one thing, it's a lone Flammoth. Novacore will be good one day, trust. I want to be. Novacore is such a cool concept of a card. It's a concept of a card. Atlantis, Nimbug, Narpoon, Riceros. It's just another Riceros, Terrasail, Findust, and a Glaciursa for our rare. All right. Urskote, Foley Forest, Mounds of Boreas, Funglow, Paleoth, Race Top, Tower of Winds, Sandstorm, and Arcturus. Hey, shoutouts to Arcturus. Arcturus is one of these cards that, again, in theory reads nuts, but it's just a spider. It's a functional spider. The next Professor Swolax, and this is a spoiler, is actually going to be talking about spiders. And when we get there, oh my god, it's a doozy. All right, Vipyro. Well, we know it's not holo. Poison Nectar for our rare slot here. Also really funny, that card is kind of hard to obtain in a weird way. It's also like, it's the most niche card I think in the entire game. But once again, very similar to Pandora's Box. Eventually we'll see its day in the sun. Signectar, Warfrost, Lichen Form, Tadflow, Catarant, Atlantis, Scepter of Keon, Avalanche, Blizzard, and a Waylands. Hey, shout out to Dymax here on that one. Frostfall is either Morlith, Narpoon, Lavalith, Race to Top, or it's Urscope, Permafrog, Plurant, Poison Nectar. Exactly. It's like the mapping of it is all the way off. Smoky, Riceros, hey, another one. Cryovern, Cryoling, Volcanic Forge, Narpoon, Urscout, Snowwaddle, oh, and a Hollow and Frostix. Okay, Frostix is a pretty solid pickup there. Can't go wrong with Frostix. I probably should preheat the oven, but I think I'm going to preheat the oven when I get to Daybreak. I can't wait to see Wayland hit a Morfrost on stream someday. Hey, from your lips to God's ear, I think Dymax is trying to make that happen at every given point in time. Like, oh, this is the one where it's in the back. Cryovern, Penguat, Permafrog, Platypulse, Jotagwa, Frostmite, Snowwaddle, Mount Olympus, Lycanus, and our Exalt Flare. Exalt Flare, also a really strong card. Again, one of those things that, like, if only had a little bit better stats, a 4 would be crazy here, but oh well. All right, Jotagwa, Abominursa, Ursicle, Island of Aelia, Mountains of Boreas, Blizzard, Ambrosia, Stroke the Forge, and another 2 Flammoth box. Oh god, this is a Flammoth box. No, I need this to be a bear box. I need reverse stellar Ursicles like yesterday, because I think those cards are crazy, and I love Ursicle. Cerebral, Cyprong, Catarant, Atlantis, Nimbug, Full Art Moth, and coming, that'd be hilarious if this is the Moth box. Hey, Morfrost, Indisform, speaking of Morfrost, Frigicub, Neandersloth, and it's an Infrostix box. No! It's Infrostix and Flammoth as our mapping. Oh god, no. Oh god, please save me, please save me. All right. Funglow, Paleoth, Frostmite, Snowwaddle, Mount Olympus, Stroke the Forge, Rise in the Depths, Raise the Top, and a Gigaflora. Shout out to Josh on this one. The Gigaflora burn deck was such a cool strategy from Frostfall. I love that deck so much. Really, really strong. I realized that we should be getting Shattered Stars info next week. I'm still waiting on this one to get here. Me too. Mine allegedly will be getting here on Saturday. So we'll see. I might have to do a stream on that a little later. I probably should preheat the oven here, actually. All right. The oven's at 375. All right, we're gonna preheat the oven real quick. We'll be right back. Boop. 375. I also need a liner of cooking tray, probably. I do probably need a smidge of parchment paper. I'll worry about that here in a second. We do have to open up the rest of these packs. Abominursa, Cryoling, Volcanic Forge, Nemesail, Scepter Keon, Avalanche, Blizzard. Oh, it's a third okay, we got an Frostix box. No, in box 6. Oh my god, no. Oh my god, no. Save me, A-Drive, save me. Riceros, Terrasail, Findust, Nectar, Morfrost, Ursicle, Island of Aelia, Mountains of Boreas, and Frostix! Why? Oh god, why? Oh no. Oh no. Oh no, the box is frozen. Oh god, no. Okay. There's still hope for my reverse stellar bears. Alright. We'll just go fast on this one. Riceros? Alright, cool. Please tell me this box is not a Frostfall, like, blunder box. Okay, ready? 3, 2, 1. Caperfume. Really funny. Caperfume is like a very strange one. Shout out to Julian trying to make Caperfume work, by the way. All the love in the world. Okay, ready? Exalt Flare. Actually not a bad box in itself. Again, if this was ELESTRALS Season 2, this box might go crazy. All right, ready? Oh, that's Permafrog. Cat Perfume again. 2 Cat Perfume in a row. 2 Cat Perfume, 2 Exalt Flare, a billion Frostics. God, it's so funny. This couldn't have been a Lavalith box. Panzer, Smoky, Riceros, Mounds of Boreas, Funglow, Catarant, Atlantis, and Cryoling, and a Hollow Flurmine. Okay, this one's actually really good. I love the Hollow Flurmine. Again, the Frostfall Spirits are some of my favorites in this entire game. They hold a very special place in my heart. Frost is falling for real. All right, Xolotl, Urskoat, Atlantis, Narpoon, Nimbug, Terrasail, Findust, Charcoon, and Waylance. Oh my god. Waylance, Flammoth, and Frostics are the hollows from this set. Oh my god. There's no way. Absolutely no way. Okay, Vipyro, Glacier for our rare. We're gonna kind of speedrun a little bit of this because Frostfall is one of those sets that, like, if it wasn't a super crazy thing to grab, then there's no way. I've sounded the horn. Oh god, what? Oh god, who are you summoning? Leviathan, Cat Perfume. All right, ton of Cat Perfume. One more bird. Dibs on the reverse Earth Scout. Hey, how's it going? Okay, great. Welcome back. Hello. I really listen. I have some extras if you need them. I'll just say that. But it's not looking good. It's not looking good. It's not looking good. It's not looking good. And Frostics, Waylance, Flammoth. It's not looking good. That's okay, because we really need anyone else. Rohan will answer the call. Kahan answered Teehee. Sandstorm, Tower of Winds, and go Cryo Scorch. Oh my god. Can't have that here now, can we? All right. Cerebral, Cyprong, Ursidem, Platypulse, Jotagua. I had a Daybreak box like this, but with Coastalith. See, that's a good box. That's one of the best boxes inside the entire game. Go Cryo Scorch. Again, a joke for like literally 5 people. I love it so much. Lockagon. Hey, okay. Something different that's not in Frostics. Love that. Ooh, I think we might not have our bear box here. I was really hoping the bear box is like the way to go. But oh god, I really need it. Earth Scout, Rise in the Depths, Sandstorm, Tower of Winds, Bronzeglow, let's go! Let's go! Boy Boss, where's your face? You know, I'm living the Miss Bellum life at the moment. We're exclusively, and I'm so sorry to tell y'all this. I'm just a machine that opens up ELESTRALS cards, does really dumb bits, and makes cookies. Cryovern, Penguat, Permafrog, Platypulse, Jotagua, Abominator Sa, Cryoling, Foley Forest, and fuck! Stop! Oh my god. There's no way I got the Infrosta box. That is currently chilling at 5. Does anyone need Infrostics? Oh my god. He already did the bit twice. I don't know what you mean. Do you mind if a white boy speak little cookies? Okay, it's still good. I actually do need 1 or 2. A billion. We have a billion in our stock. Oh, I love Rise from the Ashes. True. I will is rare. Okay, cool, perfect. Speedrunning that. All right. Nemasail, Cerebral, Paleoth, Xolotl, Urskoat, Frigicub, Neandersloth, Panzer, Lavalith! Let's go! Okay, this is looking a lot more like an ELESTRAD Season 2 box. Yo, it's going says hello. More frost stonks are crashing. Not if Josh has anything to say about it. Lavalith is a great pull. Amazing. All right, Rise from the Depths, Sandstorm, Tower of Winds, Foley Forest, Ursa Den, Platypulse, and Jotagua, and Abominursa, and Glaciursa! Well, at least it's a neat full art. Actually, I only own one of these so far, so that's kind of a neat little playset. These mosquitoes are kicking my ass. Oh, are they? Full art Glaciursa, at least the second best bear boss. That's true. The Mother Majursa one is actually insane. It's actually insane. This is wild. They do kind of look like mosquitoes though, not gonna lie. Lycoris, Dracodoodle. Oh, that's unfortunate. All right, and another Dracodoodle. Okay. All right, 2 more packs left in this one. We have about 8 minutes left on the timer, and then we have to bake our cookies for about 11 minutes. Lycoris, Gigaflora. Okay, cool. Hey, speed on that. Do not say the M word. I think we really can't say the M word. I'm surprised the West Coast has mosquitoes at all, honestly. Urskote, Foley Forest, Catarant, Atlantis, Nimbug, Tower of Winds, Sandstorm, Cryovern, and a Parawan. Let's go! Let's go! Easy peasy. I think we can say the M word. I'll say it with you. I'll say it with you. I'll say it with you. All right. Turn our eyes a little bit. Let's clean up our bulk a little bit, and that's just in time. We have about 7 minutes left on our cookies to firm up, and then we can bake our cookies in the oven for about 7 to 9 minutes. But we'll see. All right, Frostfall done. Everyone say bye, Frostfall. Bye. Unfortunate. All right. 9 to 11 minutes. Okay, in this time, I'm gonna go ahead and wash my hands, and then we're going to form the cookie dough into little balls and try not to eat every single bit. So follow me on this one. Open another bear. We have plenty. We will have plenty of chances to open a bear. I promise. Yo, Cooking Stream, it's going, Surge. Hello, good to see you. Hello, welcome in. We have plenty of chances to open a bear. In fact, if we get the Stellar Majursa in here, I think that's pretty good. You're gonna have to forgive me for just one moment, and I'm gonna do something that you guys do not want me to see. But it is gonna help me a little bit. I need to put my hair back. Excuse me for one moment. Actually, in fact, okay, you're back. Okay. Unfortunately, I had to get a hair tie. Where are the keys? Where are they? Hey, it's going Archaic Rage. Hello, good to see you. Hope it looks pretty all right. So that's good. Okay, hello. Welcome in, welcome in. For a hot second, I thought I was just rocking the apron with almost top. I almost fainted. No, we are rocking the apron, and what we do have, and if I will just almost say, We are fully clothed underneath. So sorry for my TOS haters out there. The lettuce is looking nice, my guy. Appreciate it. Truly unfortunate. Listen, I'm trying to make keys. I'm trying to have keys on the stream too. But you guys have to just deal with my kitchen. The illusion is shattered, right? But Mayor, the girls are doing a fine job. Oh, Miss Bella. Okay. We need some parchment paper, and I don't have a cookie scoop, so we're just gonna have to deal with rolling them up. And you're just gonna have to deal with it. That's about right. Okay, why are you doing this to me? Thank you. I just want to say, I've been having the worst time with my saran wrap and my all these things. Look how hard I had to squeeze this thing just to get that paper out of there. I had to like grip this thing like so tight. Cookies are my post-gym snack. Let's go. And free gym snack. They're actually really awesome. I like it. Hit the gym side where I play. Cookies, legitimately. I wanted to make some no-bake cookies. I don't know if we're gonna have time because it's gonna take an extra like a billion years. But I do legitimately think that, like, I don't know. I love cookies. They're a nice little snack. The recipe that we're making tonight, I asked my mom, like, hey, what is going to be what's the best cookie recipe? Like, what were the cookies that we had growing up? And it's so funny because she was like, honestly, they were just the Toll House cookies. I'm like, really? She's like, yeah, I just added shortening instead. And I'm like, I do have shortening, but I decided to use butter because, of course I did. We need our cookie dough. Get a drawer organizer with a slicer, life-changing. Honestly, I really do need to follow you on that one because holy God. It's like the plastic wrap specifically. It's like kind of the plastic wrap specifically is one that like usually doesn't like to cooperate depending on the brand. But yeah, parchment paper problems, hold the bottom when you unspool and push when you rip. That's a really good idea. I probably need to do that too. I'm mainly just like let's just see what happens here kind of guy with it. But either way, okay. So wash hands. We have our cookies here. It says it makes 5 dozen cookies. I don't believe it. Shortening is kind of magical in cookies sometimes. Shortening is really good in cookies. In fact, some people say they use like their recipe for butter and use half shortening, half butter with it. You know, and I think it's valid. I think it's completely valid. All right, we're going to form these into little balls. So, I'm just going to reach in and grab some. And I don't know how big these cookies are going to be, so they're just going to be like this big. That seems a little big, actually. Let's take a little bit off the top. It's a little bit off the top. Nemistar Fulgorix. Yo, wait a minute. Just open YouTube and bam, pecs. I mean, hey, listen. All I'm happy Pride. Can I say that? Do y'all mind if I what? Okay. They're about equal sized cookie balls. I need a little bit of space in it. Yeah, we can't all live in a magical tea house like Kaylin, so that's usually how I rip it. See, okay. That's true, considering. However, I think she might be onto something. Why must men struggle when we literally could just listen to the women in our lives and say, hey, you know what? This thing will make your life 10 billion times easier. And to make you a faster cook? I mean, hey, wait a minute. It sounds like we're cooking now. But who needs it? My mother actually would probably say something similar. She'd probably say something like, why did you get that? You don't need to use it. Oh, timer done. How's it going, Constellation Gaming? Hello, by the way. All right. We are so close to being done. I think we might just save the rest of the cookie dough for later, as we're gonna munch. This might make just a dozen cookies. I can now specifically believe now, that was a sentence and a half, that, there we go, that these cookies, this thing might make 5 dozen cookies. No, so this will make maybe 2 dozen cookies. Did you get a Switch 2 yet? No, I did not get a Switch 2. I really wanted one, but I think one, a little bit expensive, and 2, there's not like just any games at the moment that I'm really living for on the Switch 2, you know? Like my brother has one, and seems cool. Mario Kart World looks like a lot of fun. I would love to play. But eventually, whenever they get like a little more rounded out games for it, maybe I'll get it then. Right now, it's not an auto buy for me. I, for one, would never give Kay the satisfaction. I will continue to make her life harder because I'm a man and I deserve hard battles. We must shed the shackles of our patriarchal society. Didn't you watch the Barbie movie? Did the pink teach you nothing? Hey, yo, but pause. Okay, Chad, I'm sorry. There's a cookie that went missing. The manly urge to bleed out in snow. The manly urge to bleed out in a quiet snow-capped mountain. All right, these cookies might just be huge, and look at how much cookie dough we have left to eat. I mean, make cookies out of. All right. The Dunk Concept looks really fun. The holiday season is when we get the really good stuff. I agree, and the holiday season is going to be absolutely crazy for the Switch. All right. 9 to 11 minutes on the cookies. If they treat us well, let's let them cool down on a wire rack as well, and hopefully they do good. So let's I'm gonna have to bend over for this, so be cool. Cool. I normally don't cook with parchment paper either. I usually go into the oven unprotected. But it's like you know, like I don't know if that made any sense, but I normally just don't cook with parchment paper. I don't know why. It's not like a habit for me. All right, 9 to 11 minutes. Bush could never. We're gonna go ahead and go for like. We're gonna go for 8 minutes, and then we'll check. We'll check on the 8 minutes after that. We'll go by feel. In the meantime, I'm going to wash my hands again, and then we're going to open up some more ELESTRALS products, so give me one moment. For now, we'll put back the cookie dough inside the fridge. All right. A little bit of a mood. Bunch of parchment paper I will never use. See, you don't really need it, but you do need to grease up your pan every now and again. This makes like a nice, easy release. But imagine, she'd be kind of sick. I'd go out that way. True. All right. So we now have Daybreak to open. The last time we were in cookie stream mode, we did Daybreak. It was our big Daybreak opening. We found out that Coastalith was our goat for opening. Now, we only have about 6 minutes before we have to check on this thing, so we are going to speed run. We're going to speed run our Daybreak box opening. Ready? What's your super secret text to know that you're gonna cook for this format? Honestly, what's crazy? I think the secret text is like, the secret spice, oh, Chronodial, by the way. They keep on getting stuck in the middle like this. For this format, are like, it's just like Werepup. Werepup everywhere. Oh, that's how you know I'm really speedrunning this, by the way. I did the pro, the Swolax Shuffle is like, gonna be for the hype. But that's about it. How's the music, by the way? Is the music too loud? Is the music too quiet? Am I too loud? Am I too quiet? All right. My secret tech. Well, that's my secret. Schnark. True. There's music. There is music. Is it low? Music's almost undetectable. All right. Let's get that up a little bit. That's funny. How about now? Quiet but now audible. Okay, perfect. I've had music playing this entire time. That's insane. That's so funny. All right, let's try this one. Okay. Perfect. All right, we got about 4 minutes to open before we have to check on our cookies, which I think then we'd go for another like couple minutes. Actually, I'm really curious to know why they're going so fast. But oh well. Neblio, Peegleam, Lumaru, shouts my Lumarus, Soul Bell, Calf Mel, shouts my girl Mel, Bearbog, Scavacole, Humburst, Phosphocell. Hey, whoa, actually this one's it's pretty good actually. Shout outs to Kryber. All right. Onk might just be the best pull out of this one to do the cookies. Lumaru, Soul Bell, Kafmel, Plucky, Pandolence, Mudslide, Rock and Hard Place, Nomodile, and second Phosphocell. Stop. Stop. I don't need more Phosphocell. Dan, why? Fleece, Don't Poke the Bear, insane card at the moment, shouts to Bears. Follow the Wisps, Jutara, Humburst, Porcutide, Anacell, Pharaohgeist for our rare, nice. Can we get a third? Shooting for 40. I've been staring at the full art and Stellar Phos in my binder trying to figure out what I can do with it. I have like a really cool full art Phosphocell that has like a misprinted, what's it called? Misprinted foil patterning on it, and it looks really cool. I really want to make the deck good. I just don't know if that's like legitimately if we're gonna be able to do so. Novacore, speaking of hollow. Because like it has a lot of promise, and Solar Recharge is a lot of fun, but is the deck particularly good? I don't know. Kafmel, Pulsar, Apollo, First Light, and Dense Fog. It's a pretty good pull. Tidal Dense Fog forms will go crazy. Werepup Larvacell Tier 1 Trust? True, wait a minute. Yeah, someone get Kryber on the line here for Duck Duck Ghost. Eddie, Soul Stocks, Pheromel, Barabog, Cyclovenom for our rare. We have about 2 minutes for our cookies are done in the oven and we can let them rest. Ooh, that's a really blue Follow the Wisps. Jotara, Sundial, Glimbat, Barabog, Scavacole, Humburst, Rhinosact. Hey, shouts to Sir Tractor on that one. And Trevor, actually. We're playing Daybreak. Keep him free out any fun blues. Exactly. The blues are the most fun thing out of Daybreak by far. They're really blue eddies. Easy peasy. Anacell, Vesuvatuga, or full art Vesuvatuga would actually go crazy. I do need one of those. Speaking of pretty decent 2-drop Ascensions, Vesuvatuga definitely would be the way. Double the Sun, Sunbros, Guardian the Fleece, Bloom, Don't Poke the Bear, Follow the Wisp, Porcutide, Anacell, Fulgaris, and Cryspore. Cryspore is a pretty decent 2-drop Ascension too. All right. We're now losing space in the trash. All right, let's go. Sundial, Glimbat. I need to separate out my sundials before true. Peegleam, Lumaru, Jevlukin, Morfrost, Pulsar, and yo, Coastalith, my goat. Okay, it wouldn't be a Daybreak opening without a little visit from the king. That's what I'm talking about. All right, next, Bloom, Don't Poke, Follow the Wisps, Jotara, Sundial, Porcutide, Anacell, Fulgaris, Dense Fog. The champ, the king. I love Coastal Lith. All right. Toxic Swarm, Rhynymph, Temple Sun, Sunbros, Guardian Fleece, Bloom, Leo Bright, Ruminous, Soul Stocks, and a Falloferos. Man, I wish Falloferos was really good. Unfortunate. All right. Plucky, Pandolence, Mudlet, Boltuga, Barabid, Ruminous, Soul Stocks, Pheramel, and Bronto Wisp. I love Bronto Wisp. There's a deck out there that plays Bronto Wisp, like Fun Guide, Harpy Lock, Bronto Wisp stuff, and I think it's actually a lot of fun. All right, 4 seconds left. It was Rhinosect. All right, let's check on the cookies. Let's check on the cookies. How are you looking? Good looking. Oh God. They're kind of gloopy. They're kind of really gloopy. I also probably could have spaced them out a little better. They're gonna go for another 3 minutes. I think it's probably fine. We're gonna do the full 11 timer there. And just so we have an extra couple of things. So we have 3 more minutes to help finish up our Daybreak polls. We got a Temple, Fleece, Bloom, Don't Poke, Follow Wisp, Scavicle, Burst. What's going on, Sky Guy? Hello, good to see you. Heliolith, hey, shouts to Bo. Holy. Heliolith, my goat. Can't wait for that Shattered Stars to come in too, try to hunt for that Stellar. Good to see you, hello, hello. Hey, whoa. That's a pretty blue Eddy, put that off to the side there. Larvicell, Verituka, Toxic Swarm, Rhynymph, Javlukin, Morfrost, Pulsar, and Dense Fog. I think that makes our playset of Dense Fog out of this Daybreak set. All right, Rhynymph, Temple Sun, Guardian Fleece, Bloom, Don't Poke the Bear, Scavicle, Humburst, and yo! They're Kerbussy. Full Art Curibus. That's, okay, really funny. I can't not think of the Fart Curibus in its entirety. There's no way, by the way, and I'm so sorry in advance. Full Art Curibus. Not my fault, though. Not my fault. All right. Verituka, Toxic Swarm, Rhynymph, Temple Sun, Guardian of the Fleece, Ruminous, Soul Stocks, Pheramel, and 4th Dense Fog. Toothpick. I think we probably could do a Toothpick test. They're definitely gonna come out clean, but we were also in like a mid checking phase. So like, effectively they have another couple minutes before we really need to take them out. So we'll let them just like kind of sit there for another couple minutes, and then we'll put them out, take them out, and check a little bit. Rummacle, Humburst, Eddy, Larvicell, Verituka, First Light, Poison Tunic, Mudslide, and a Rhinosect. Playset of Rhinosect is really nice here. That glare was absolutely crazy. Y'all didn't see that entire pack at all. You know what Curse is an out to everything? Oh my god. Also gets outed by everything. Unfortunate. Happy Pride. Neblio, Peegling, Lumaru, Soul Bell, Kathmel, Poison Tunic, Mudslide, Rock and Hard Place, Pharaohgeist for our rare slot there. All right, Bloom, Don't Poke the Bear, Follow the Wisps, Dratara, Sundial, Humburst, Porky Tide, Bronto Wisp for a holo there. Wow, that was 3 minutes already? What the hell? All right, 3 minutes. Let's check on our cookies. I guess 3 minutes really isn't that long in the grand scheme of things. They're looking pretty all right. They're definitely going to be very yeah, we'll just go into the toothpick. we'll go in with a toothpick. Actually, even better for this, I do have just some skewers. That way I don't have to get all the way up in there. Let's check. Ooh, hot. Well, I mean, no, it came across clean. It's a little bit of chocolate at the top. All right, we'll pull them out. All right. Let them cool a little bit on the rack, and then we'll on the tray, and then we'll pull them to a wire rack to let them really cool. Be right back real quick. I do actually get that situated. That way we can pull them and have them kind of crisp up in there. Where is the wire rack? Precarious position of my cabinet. Yeah, they'll keep cooking a little bit on the rack. Exactly. I forgot to need a spatula for this though, but they do look really nice. They are. All right. Let's transfer these over to wire rack. A little soft. That's definitely the parchment paper. We're all cute and tiny. Super cute. Wow. Okay. Before disaster strikes, here we go. They're looking really good. They're looking super melty though. That's a crazy amount of chocolate. But this will be continuing to cool just for a little bit while we're opening up the rest of our packs. And unfortunately, we have to do business. So, you know, they are a little bit hot. We're gonna have to cool down for a little while. But I also really want to eat those so bad. I have no clue. Those look loaded. Yo, what's going on, Skylock? Hello, good to see you. A nice chocolatey chocolate chip cookie. Brown butter chocolate chip cookie. Again, the thing about them is that, especially like with this type, it's gonna look a little darker. It's gonna have like a little bit of a different flavor. Though, I think the cookies we were cutting last time were a little more like dense. We'll see though. They do look really good, and I want to try it. Oh, I just want to eat some so bad. But we have to finish our box of Daybreak and everything else. Hey, what's going on, Cradax? Hello, good to see you. Hello, hello. They look delicious, Professor. Thank you so much, Jay. We're trying our best, and you know what? I'm actually really curious to know how they taste, considering this is not my normal recipe of cookie. Sundial, Glimbat, Fulgaris, Javlukin, more Frost, Ash Rabbit. Hey, nice. A Stellar yet today? No Stellar today. Well, technically Stellar, yes. I did pull a Magneros. I pulled a Magneros while just trying to pull for spirits. I needed more of the stained glass lunar spirits from Shattered Stars, and I pulled the Magneros. Yo, what's going on, Pancake? Hello, did you cook cards into the cookies? No. Unfortunately, no. What we're gonna do instead is we're gonna cut the cookies with the cards. Need to pass the recipe? Honestly, if it's good, absolutely. Enters the premiere, the deck list is just the recipe. It's the cards we baked into the little cake, like we're the little witch in a cabin in the woods. Temple, the Sun, Faramel, Barabog, Scavacole, Falaferos. You've only been waiting a year for this. Honestly, it has actually been close to a year. Isn't that crazy? It's been since Moonrise. Well, actually since Daybreak release. Wow, was that October? Has that been since October? That's crazy. Follow the Wisps. Jotara. Sundial. Glimbat. Neblio. Bow of Apollo. First Light. Poison Tunic. Oh, Brummelinks. Hey, new Brummelinks is crazy. Shouts to Soren for old Brummelinks. Legitimately. Peegleam. Lumaru. Soul Bell. Kothmel. Corvisheim. Poison Tunic. Mudslide. Rock in a Hard Place. Argo! Ooh, great hollow pull. Argo's a really nice one to pull. Old Brummelinks is still my hero. Old Brummelinks is still really good, and shoutouts to the original Mother Nexus. But holy god, the new Brummelinks is so strong. Who knew Jolton was a good card? I used to pray for times like this. Listen, it's just, we're so back. Soul Bell, Kothmel, Corvisheim, Plucky, Pandolence, Morfrost, Polzer, Bow of Apollo, Lustragon. Whoa, hey. Beautiful. Hey, we were just talking about Lustragon. Not bad. Again, as we're getting more and more deeper into the sets, like the evolution of these cards also just get like a little bit crazier. If Jolton was a good card, we would have played it in base set. Ah! Did y'all know Ash Rabbit plus Hesia's Hearth is infinite value? Don't Poke the Bear. Follow the Wisps. Jotara. Sundial. Glimbat. Polzer. Bow of Apollo. First Light. Falaferos for our rare slot here. Rummacle. Burst. Eddie. Not as blue as an Eddie. Larvacell. Vertuka. Rock and Hard Place. Nomadial. Leo Bright. Ash Rabbit again. Hey. Nice. Still no Stellars. We're missing our Spirit, I think, from this set, and another Coastlet. Temple of Sun, Guardian the Fleece, Bloom, Don't Poke the Bear, Follow. Oh, well, that's a blue Follow the Wisp. Follow Apollo, First Light, Poison Tunic, and Cryoblast. So that's like, that's just a good card. That's just a good card. Preemptive Ash when. Ash Rabbit is like the safer, like the safer and kind of cooler Astro Rabbit. We love the Red Bunny, and it's so good. It's amazing. It will be used for some degeneracy later, but that's just kind of what it's made for. Dense Fog for our rare slot there. Like you can't have an effect like that and not have it be abused. Peegleam, Lumaru, Soul Bell, Kothmel, Corvisheim, Fulgaris, Lucan, Morfrost, Celestlio. Hey, whoa. Shoutouts to our Cobalt there. Wait, is Jolene copy pasta a Tristism? Yes. Absolutely it is. Jolene. Pandolence, Mudlet, Boltuga, Barabib, Funguide, Mudlet, Rock in a Hard Place, Nomadial. Oh, Vipyro for our Hollow Spirit here. Nice. Yeah, the idea with the Jolton copy pasta is that Jolton, like, so when we said Brummelinks was good, Trish was like, "There's no way Brummelinks is good," and we're like, "No, it's really strong," and he's like, "No, because like." Okay, if like Jolton, it's just Jolton. It's like, yeah, but it's Jolton, but Frost is so much better right now. It's like, well, if Jolton was so good, why were we playing? We weren't playing a base set, so why would we play Brummelinks now? And he's kind of not wrong, right? How long do you think it will take before Coastlith is good? It'll take a titled form. Straight up, it'll take a titled form and a title form. Can we get Trish to sing the Jolene on video? God, Trish karaoke win. Corvisheim, Mudslide, Rock in a Hard Place, Nomadial, a billion Dense Fogs inside of this opening. Not much of a chef though. I think honestly Trish does cook. That's the kind of the misconception about Trish is Trish does cook. But he's also got some very strong takes and also is like, this is good. Coastal 2 Coastal in the set, let's go. Okay, saved. This box is saved. No stellars, but we're saved. Hey, what's going on, Josh? I want to say hi, Josh, hello. Eddie, Larvacell, Vertuka, Toxswarm, Rhynymph, Barabog, Scavicole, Burst, Exaltos. Hey, only one Exaltos. I think I pulled like 1 billion from the previous box. All right. Bloom, Don't Poke the Bear, Follow the Wisps, Jatara, Sundial, First Light, Poison Tunic, Mudslide, Cybermaul. Hey, shouts to Bo on that one. All right. Pretty good overall, I would say. We do need to... We still have a couple boxes left to open of our product. So let's check on those cookies to see how they are, they're looking, how they're cooking, good looking, and then we can go into our stuff. All right, everyone say bye Daybreak, bye Daybreak. We're so good, bye Daybreak, bye Daybreak. All right. There's still, ooh, wow. They are legitimately like still very, very gooey and very chocolatey. But, damn, that's good. Those are not cookies, they're entire cakes. These things are a little thick. They're a little thick, you know? Delicious, delicious cakes. Bisexual Daybreak. Okay. There's bisexual Daybreak for all those to see. Happy Pride, everyone. Oh. Well, if you insist. Okay, they have to take a little bit longer. They're still like really hot, but they are good. Insanely good. Okay, moving on. We have 2 more boxes of ELESTRALS to open. We have Firestorm and we have Moonrise. Now Moonrise will be our next one up here on the set. We're gonna take our time just a little bit, then we don't really have a lot of places to go here. And then we can end on Firestorm. Hopefully I can pull a champion Galaxea. I'm still missing that one from our catalog. I don't have 3 of them. I'm not really playing 3 of them anyways, you know? Can I have a cookie? They look really good. Absolutely. Chad, if you want a cookie, just let me know. And I'll send one over. All right. Y'all think it's tragic how Eddie got the full art stellar and Marvel printing just in time for Champ Whale to start stealing his lunch money? See, that's the neat part though, is that honestly, Eddie is still really good. Eddie is still incredibly good. It's kind of wild. All right, box topper, Fulgorix. Unleash the power of Fulgorix. All right, Moonrise. We actually haven't done, again, Moonrise is one of these sets that I think is so interesting. This set is really, really good. And the power level of this card versus like, of this set compared to like previous sets is it's kind of the final form of base set. Like Firestorm is a little bit of a deviation away from the Moonrise and like base set, extended base set theory. But Moonrise is the like culmination of ELESTRALS before we start to get into like a crazier design space. And so because of that though, a lot of decks did look very much the same, very much like we saw previously. A lot of good stuff piles, a lot of good stuff decks. But the Lunar Aggro as an introduction to that, it's a very funny piece of history. Might go, yo, what's going on, Stellar Christoph? Hello, good to see you. Everyone say hi, Christoph, hello. We're just opening up a box of each and every set of ELESTRALs and making some cookies, which are turning out very well. They look really, really good, and they are, I will say it, incredibly rich, but they're delicious. They are absolutely delicious. They're a little hot though, so we're gonna give them a little bit of time before we cut into them. Okay. The cookies are we already poured our glass of milk and had one just to try one because we had to have one for safety, and they're delicious. They're absolutely insane. Like look at this. Like, I'm sorry to say, but like look at her. Oh my god. Oh. It's crazy. I have to stop eating these. I will say, I have not eaten dinner yet. This is a terrible idea for me. I guess while we're here, we basically can make them. Basically, a molten lava cake at this point. Well, with how hot it is, yeah. I sure hope it does. 12 cookies, no dinner. No. Listen, if we had more time, I would say I'm just gonna like zhuzh up some vegan ramen and have a day, you know? All right, so Moonrise. Let's have Moonrise. As I start to get back into the gym, listen, you lose out on a lot of life because of food. You might as well enjoy some cookies, some birthday cake, some pizza with friends. Love it all, and do as you need. Toxiri. Have a cub. Well, Draken. Porky Wraith. Ardbud. Most balanced searcher, by the way. Healers of Slumber. Doppelgator. Terraheart. And Spoiled Fruit. That's a pretty good side deck card. I'm keeping it off to the side. Not bad. With that logic, why the vegan ramen? Whoa. Wait. What do you mean? No, but really, what do you mean by that? Yo, it's going RBK, hello! Moonrise, my favorite flavor of ELESTRALS. True, how's it going? Good to see you. Cockray. Armadon. Luxomare. Lunar Phase, Full Moon. Waxing Gibbous. Volumbra. Hippopotamus. Werepup. Hey, Postamus! Shout out to Brewlock. Actually, I'm gonna change this one a little bit. Hold on. There we go. This will be good. Yo, what's going on, Trish? Hello. How many cookies can I recover with Hearth Loops? An infinite amount of cookies. The value, Trish. The value, Jerry. Infinite cookies, my God. My birthday is next week. Got to figure out what to eat. My family wants barbecue. Hey, happy birthday, by the way. And also, that sounds good. I mean, literally, barbecue sounds great. Vegan ramen sounds wild, by the way. The meat broth is such a huge component. It is, but also it's like, the way to get around that typically is like you could just go like for really like umami, like a mushroom or like a very like veggie broth. And the other concept too is that like a shoyu broth can also be like in the vegan section of it. Like typically like you have a shoyu flavored like tare, and then you have like the broth itself being a veggie base without like any sort of dashi makes complete sense. Chicken, the chicken version, or like a tonkatsu, which is a large part of it, are all kind of different like variations of it. Tonkatsu typically being like the very popular version for like, as I'm mansplaining ramen to everyone. Dracid, Porky Wraith, Ardbud, Bow of Artemis, Lunar Phase, a Lunar Phase Full Moon. Hey, spoiler fruit again, whoa. Hope waxing the Gubbis. Ichitaki or dashi broth would be pretty solid. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. See, and I'm almost tempted now to make some ramen while we're chilling. Now ramen, that's what I'm saying though. Porky Wraith, Ardbud, Clovey, Cactebral, Tsunami, High Tide by the way, Aurora Borealis at this time of year, at this time of day. Kind Offer, Night Venom. Oh, I love Night Venom. I want this card to be good so bad. Again, Dense Fog, Tidal Forms, when? Isn't miso a vegan? It can be. Yeah, miso like is more like the tare, like it's like more like the base kind of, but it can be vegan. You can have a miso vegan. It's not like gluten-free, but yeah. Some curry udon sounds good. Oh, curry udon. Oh god. My meal prep for this week is not katsu curry. It's just normal like Japanese curry, and I need to make it. I've been craving it for so long. It's so good. Some curry and rice, simple. Bellabee, Schnark, Starbit, Electrofly, Winjin, Volumbra, Possumus, Werepup, and Lunaface Full Moon. You never got back to me for my questions. Did you send me questions? Oh yeah, no, I didn't. Holy God, you're right. I completely forgot about them. Yes, let me get back to you. I completely forgot about the meal prep idea. That's like, you know what? That's on me. I completely forgot. my DMs being a specific type of black hole. Might be. Schnark, by the way. Shout out to Jay. Tsunami, Aurora Borealis, Kind Offer, Fulgorix. The powerful Fulgorix. Again, I could probably make some ramen while we're chilling here. It would take like maybe 15 minutes. But I do have to make a tare, like a shoyu tare. And that would like probably be like the way to go. And if I started this like an hour ago, Starbit. Hey, whoa, Starbit. Starbit Supernova. Shoutouts to Chaperone, I guess. Is that like the? I have tofu. I can make a tofu chasu. That's pretty good. El Diablo. Gakre, Armadon, Luxomare, Full Quarter, Healer's Slumber, Doppelgator, Terraheart, and yo! It's in Fornax! That's a weird looking in Fornax. That's a very weird looking in Fornax. Alright. Winjin, Carrion, Snowlet, Cockray, Armadon, Volumbra, Hypnopossum, Werepup, and Titan! Yo, shouts to Log on this one. Incredible. Love that one. One of my friends is celebrating a birthday soon, and she gave me a full control of the grill, about to cook. We used to pray. We are here to celebrate this massive W. Congratulations, Jay, on being the grill master friend. Big W achievement, by the way. It is such a high honor, and also, oh my God, please save me some. What's your go-to cooking on the barbecue grill? I have a few tricks, but for the most part, it's just like some veggie kebabs. Get some like mesquite chips if you need to. Ectoplasm. This card maybe eventually will be good. People like keep on saying that's good. Some random etceteras and meats. Gotta get the corn on there. Gotta get the corn on the roast. The final quarter. Temple of the Moon. No Stone. Magnetic Force Field. Volumbra. Hypnopossum. Werepup. Yo! This is my first full art Ambrosia. And also, who dat? Who to Burnett? Who to Burnett? This is my first full art Ambrosia. Yo! Crazy good pickup. I keep on Josh and Cards and Coffee both have copies of these. This, and I'm so jealous they keep on going Ambrosia right as they need it. This is a crazy good pickup. God, I wish I was able to get more of these. Incredible full art. It was worth it. Yo! How's it going, friends? Finish overtime to catch some stream full art log. I know, it looks so good. Besides being someone's husband, being the grill master is like the highest honor that can be bestowed. Listen, I agree. On some level, and on whoever's partner I become, I'll be the best fucking partner. And then eventually the best grill master. Cinder, Bellowbee, Schnark, Starbit, Electrifly, Healer's Slumber, Doppelgator, Terra Heart, Pulveror. Oh, this card actually I think has some utility with like the new has like some utility now with the Werepup stuff, but maybe like in draft more specifically. Oh, well, shot that out prematurely. Full art Ambro is hotter than the cookies over there. Legitimately, they're cooling down by the second. Ah, Draking. Draking's also really good, by the way. Draking is like a crazy good card this format. Best Ascension 2-drop in the game by far, but like, holy god. Is I'm just sick of seeing that card. Ava! Yo, my girl Ava lives. Yo! Ava also underrated. Draking ruined my days before. Draking is so good, but also like kind of crazy. Remember because at a grocery store, but I have to delis to whatever, have good eats, make a fresh sub. Oh, let's go. I really love a good sandwich. Also a big fan of making a good sandwich. Thought I missed the cookie gun thing? Absolutely not. We are so close. In fact, we were talking about ramen earlier. Comelis. I thought about making, I think I might make some ramen after we're done with this. Reminds me I need to see what I can do with Lunar Thunder because Werepup line. Like legitimately, I think getting into the Lycavoid as a Nexus bank is one of the best things that you can be. Havacub, Drakid, Volumbra, Hypnopossum, Werepup. Hey! Shout out to Josh. Legitimately for putting everyone onto the Morphrost cards. Alright. Fondlet, Voldusk, Gloombat, Toxiri, Havacub, Bow of Artemis, Lunarphase, Waxine Gibbous, Necrolith. Yo! Nice. Why are there so many Lunarphases in these packs? Great question. Alright, Luxomare. We have first quarter, Waning Gibbous. Hope waning their Gibbous. Final quarter, Temple of the Moon, Bandaloon, Hardvarum, Cedar Soar, oh, crazy good pickup, and a Corvuskull, very funny pickup. All right, Carrion, Snowlit, Cockray, Armadon, Luxomare, Titanostrike, Asprowl, Draco Ray, Blizztrix. Okay, crazy good box actually. That's a really good box. That deck just won a tournament. We almost have our playset. Man, Blizztrix being the most represented deck at Dallas. You love to see it. I played like 3 Blizztrix, I think. Navi, shouts to Danny. Fondlet, Voldusk, the baby. Boombat, Toxiri, Bandaloon, Aardvarm, Cedarsaur, Tornadin! Yo! I love Tornadin so much. Tornadin's such a cool card, and the Wind Engine itself is such like a cool concept. Big fan. All it took to make Blizz the best deck was getting rid of those bricks. Like, okay, no, you like legitimately, it's very true. It legitimately is true. Carrion, El Diablo, Cockrell, Bow of Artemis. We have some Waxing Gibbous. We have Waning Crescent, Carry-Off. Carry-Off, good card alert, Carry-Off. You want to know what I'm excited to make? These these corn cheese stuffed sriracha bacon wrapped jalapeno. Oh. Jay, that sounds so fucking good. Oh my god. Ah! On the grill too? That sounds awesome. Noun, adjective, adjective, noun. That sounds crazy. But legitimately, that sounds super good. Holy. Clovey, Cactibril, Cinder, Bellowbee, Schnark, Volumbra, Hypnopossum, Werepup, Fulgorix. The mighty power of Fulgorix. Oh god. These cookies are good, but I'm gonna have to eat some real food. Alright. Question is, are we gonna make some ramen on stream? Voldusk, Gloombat, Toxiri, Havacub, Drakid, Tsunami, Aurora Borealis, Kind Offer, Ayo's Dale. Hey, send me a cookie. Listen, if I could, I got a few requests for the cookies. We could just do the cookies all night. All right, final quarter. Waxing the Gibbous, final quarter. Temple of the Moon, No Stone, Bow of Artemis, Waxing Gibbous, Waning Crescent, Lunar Phase, New Moon. I remember when this card was played in a lot of things, like it started to be really good, but again, like in the combination of things, that card will be crazy later. And it's still like a really good card. Again, shout out to Draft. Apparently Moonrise is amazing to draft. I gotta do it on the side events one day with Words. No Stone, Magnetic Force Field, Navi, Fawnlit, Voldusk, Cactibrum, Oysterus, Electronite, love that, and a Cryptaris. This card's really funny. Again, it's got a 2/4 problem. It's got a really interesting effect, but does a whole lot of nothing. And then these Glazing Pop every 4, the real change-up is the Korean corn cheese inspired filling. Oh, ooh, yeah. Korean corn cheese is so good. And also, shout out to my Koreans. Like, legitimately, the Korean street food shenanigans, like the Korean corn dogs and all these things, like, are just, they're so addicting. I have to stop. I know they're just full of, like, sugar and, like, deliciousness. And, oh my god. But, no, a Korean corn cheese is sick. There's one, like, late night place that's open to, like 2 or 3 in the morning that has a really, really good, oh god. They have really good corn cheese and they have really good kimchi fried rice. Their kimchi fried rice is to die for. We have Porcuraith, Ardbud, Clovey, Cactibril, Cinder, Bandaloon, Aardvarm, Cedarsaur, and a Gardon, worst card in the game. By far worst card in the game, but a cool card nonetheless. KBBQ Wings my favorite of all time. Yo, some KFC goes really hard. We have Armadon, Luxomare, Lunar Phase, Lunar Phase, Lunar Phase, Tsunami, Aurora Borealis, Kindnuffer, and a Magneros. And it's not the reverse stellar, but it's okay. One of the players in my local just got a Moonrise starter. Their entire game plan is making a massive Porcuraith. Yo, true. Honestly, super, super true. What's funny is that, like, there is the one of the early counters to like New Moon stuff was to play Porcuraith, and Porcuraith was Temple of the Moon, and that way Porcuraith became huge and also decreased every single card that tried to attack it. And it's very funny. Very, very funny. Yo, what's going on, Lizard Wizard? Hello. We pull anything good? We pulled a Full Art Ambrosia. The Full Art Ambrosia is gorgeous. And that's like our best pull, I think, of the night so far. But other than that, nothing crazy. A Joblin. Hey, speaking of Joblin. The Full Art Ambrosia is beautiful. I cannot be upset about that. Yeah, whenever he gets hit with shield, he just does it again. Uses the Comalis Nexus it, true. Yo, hey, Lycovoid. Actually, this is a good box. Lycovoid, Anaphylar, and Ambrosia. This would have been a crazy one. If we can get a full moon, this would be... Well, I just threw the cards across the room. Wait, pull. It was a Waxing Crescent, 2-up Waxing the Crescent for a rare. The cards went everywhere, so no use in doing that one. Goodbye, cards. Exactly. Legitimately, if those things like went like... Alright, Cactibrel, Cinder, Bellowy, Schnark, Starbit, Tennistrike, Asprowl, Dracoray, Oistillery. Water Reanimator still has a place in my heart, and I think ultimately can still be really good. But it needs a little bit of work. Just a little tiny bit of work. Alright. Torchin! Oh my god. Torchin as our hollow pull. I love Torchin. Torchin's a friend. But oh my god, Torchin. Why? Why was this one of the hollows? Oh, Hollow Zaptor. Yo. Hollow Zaptor's crazy. Torsion in the side, that's what I'm saying. Shout out to Torsion in the side. I love... Let's put Torsion in the side for no reason. A Waxing Gibbous for this one. 2 more packs of the Moonrise, and we have a box of Firestorm to open. We're going a little bit faster here towards the end of the box, because we're checking those cookies here. Salad Shade. I do know people are trying to make Salad Shade work. Why is this card a 3/3? All right. Hiya. And a Phasmacore. Also very interesting holo here. Phasmacore has some utility, again, I think in the future as Lunar Reanimator, as like a cool concept. But like an 8/1 that's gonna get destroyed by everything, and probably just gonna get shielded, honestly. Every card I want good dies to Eddie. Exactly. A 4/1 body gets over everything. 4s really are the problem when you think about it. Okay, so we're gonna pack up Moonrise here. Everyone say bye, Moonrise. Bye. And that's gonna close the chapter on Moonrise. I'm actually gonna... Oop. Goodbye, Moonrise. We have one more box to open. To finish our little walk down memory lane. Let me check on the cookies real quick, too. Check these cookies. They're still warm, but you know what? They're cuttable. They're actually cuttable. Okay, so we have one more box, the final set of ELESTRALS, the most recent set of ELESTRALS. ELESTRALS Divine Champions Firestorm is right here in our hands. I don't have a third Galaxy. Please, 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 God. Third Galaxy, Stellar Majursa, something. All right, we have our piles of holos we're gonna choose from later. Now the question will be, and this I'm gonna post this in I'm gonna post this in chat. I'm gonna make a little poll here. I think I can do a poll. All right, should we make ramen? Yes and no. Start poll. All right. Leave it up for a second while we are doing stuff. I'm going to go and turn on the AC because I'm getting a little bit sweaty in here. It's getting hot and heavy. Ooh, who knew being a house husband was such hard work? Currently, 86% of you saying yes, we should make some ramen. Okay, we can do that. Endless things to learn how to make. Thank you, Professor. So what's really funny is that like ramen in terms of its basic components is not really that hard to make in execution, especially for like a quick late night ramen. I typically would make ramen from scratch. Making broth is not that hard. It just takes some time and energy. Same thing with pho. I actually have, and this is a peek into my freezer. This is a trick for y'all. freeze your pho broth. Like, this has been in there for, it's maybe good for like a month or so. But freeze your pho broth. Like, make it when you're making pho, it's so easy to make. Like, take your star anise, take your fennel, make a bunch of it, freeze it, and it's like perfect for late night meals. And also, I'm out of rice noodles, but rice noodles also keep in the freezer for a pretty decent amount of time. So play with that as you will. But quite legitimately, that's like, it's just that easy. Freezing broth is OP. Broth, soups, stocks, it's easy peasy. We have an 80% on if we should make ramen. Honestly, I need to make a tare with the ramen. Let me pull up some bowls. I need to make a tare. I need to chop up some green onions, and I would need to make the noodles. It would take me 15 minutes, maybe less. Legitimately. All right, here's what we'll do. Freeze your broth and then put them in dumplings. Soup dumplings. I would kill from some soup dumplings. There's a bunch of noodle houses and a bunch of dumpling houses around too that make like amazing soup dumplings that are so good. Okay. As we are getting into our last box of Firestorm. After this, I think I have an idea of what I want to do for the ramen. We'll make it a nice and cozy time. We'll make some ramen, just you and I, nice little late night bowl. Make it a little low stress, and we'll get into it. But for now, we're gonna open our last box on our little trail of Firestorm in ELESTRALS history. One box of ELESTRALS Divine Champion Firestorm is the idea. Going to end the poll here. 10 votes, and 2 of you said don't make ramen. Some people are just ramen haters. Batteria, oh, that sounds awesome. Batteria dumpling sounds so good. Life changing. There's this place that specializes in batteria, like everything near me, and it's open late. It's so good. I do crave a nice birria taco though. Okay. Box topper. That's right. I have to open these things. I forgot the box topper is like hidden behind the QR code. Voltempest. Oh. Voltempest, Champion of Zeus as our full box topper there. Does anyone want Caster's coins? Take the Caster's coins while you can. Gonna play scary games. Keep safe, y'all. Thank you so much, Lizard Wizard, for being here, by the way. And absolutely. Enjoy your scary games. Hopefully they're good. All right. Anyone want Caster's coins? Scan this QR. Put it on your thing. Go for it. Easy peasy. All right. Divine Champions Firestorm. Let us continue. Divine Champions Firestorm is the most recent ELESTRAL set. A lot of really great stuff in here. And on top of that too, I'm missing a couple cards, I think, in playsets of this set. I'm missing of the Volcaris from this set. There's like the art and stuff, which is really good. Or the Shattered Stars art, which is pretty good. But other than that, it's actually one that I am looking for. Scavicle as well. There's Scavicle. Not important, but you know, Scavicole's cool. Okay. Let's get started. Let's see what we get. Panison, Tennostock, Nimbug, Kitemite, Earth Scout, Panzer, Torchin, Waspire, and oh yo! Okay, the artwork on the Solars are so good. Yo, what's going, Teklo Foundry? Hello, good to see you. What's going, Teklo? Thank you, King. Absolutely, hello. I don't know what I did, but for sure. All right. Veritaqua, Narpoon, Soul Bell, Plucky, shouts to Dimax, Werepup, Charcoon, Shiveror, Lycavoid, El Diablo, Voltempest, and our Luminate for our spirit here. The Champion Full Tempest thing is cool. Shoutouts to Cards and Coffee on this one. I do legitimately think that there's a use for that card someday, but when we get more Champions of Zeus, I think it'll be a lot better. Void Forest, Torch of Hestia, crazy card. Anvil of Festus, Caduceus of Hermes, and Chrysor. That's a really good rare. Very solid rare pickup. All right, Pandasim, Titanostock, Reforge, High Bear Nation, Chest of Bears, Sparkit, Thalari of Hermes, Sirocco of Noxus, Monsoon, Champion Fulgores. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful artwork. It's like a sound outside. All right. Drataya, Rummikul, Scout. Really cute artwork on the Scout. Frigicub, Bunnix, Griffuse, Titanostrike, Ankyloshock, and Florange. Oh hey, I'm not gonna pull me Florange. Had 9 Professor in 30 minutes. Will be up for 24 hours. Oh my god! Have a good night, Select Kristoff. Hopefully, get some rest sometime soon. 24 hours is crazy. Reminds me of build specifically with Fulgores. Zeus told me to. The marbled Fulgores looks insane. I think I only have one of them, but right now my deck for the Zeus stuff, I'm only running one, so nice little trade-off. Spine Nymph, Drataya, Sorlet, Carrion, Cockatoodle, Mistral Boreas, Breeze of Zephyros, Lyre of Pala, Carrioff as our rare. Spine Nymph, Drataya, Frigicub, Bunnix, Soul Bell, Glaubie. Really a big fan of the Glaubie. Don't know how good it is yet, but Glaubie is really, really fun. Javlantis is really strong though. Waylance and a Chrysor for a rare. 2 Chrysor in the same box is actually kind of nice. I think I've had ones before where it's not the same. All right, Drataya, Rummikul, Sparkit, Sorlet, Carrion, Panzer, Torchin, Waspire, and Emphyrix, Champion of Hestia. I've been e-testing Water Beat with New Glaubie and Jav are both really good. New Glaubie, I think, is really strong. I've been rocking it up on ELESTRALS Clash, actually, and it's been destroying. But the Jav is also good. Champ Jav is very strong, and again, as we get more Tsunamis, it's going to be really good. The fact that this thing is an 8/3 that plays really well on other like all the counter runes is awesome. Ankylossurge! Again, really interesting card. Love the artwork. Don't know how good it is. All right, Rummikul, Scout, Plucky, Werepup, Nemastar, Griffuse, Titanostrike, Ankyloshock, and a Carrioff for a rare. Carrioff is also a very strong card, very solid card inside of this. What's the best poll of the night? Absolutely, and hello, Cake, welcome back. Hello, hello. Best poll of the night is Ambrosia. We got a holo Ambrosia from the set. And that's pretty much, I mean, or also, this one's specifically for you. We pulled your boy. We pulled a full art Poseidon. So I'd say out of those two, it's probably the best pull. But I would love to see a Hestia or a Mama Bear from this set. Dracodoodle for our rare. A Surge ability could be used in battle, be really good. I think so. I think the thing that Surge's ability, like the draw, is not super great. I wish a kite might, TBH. Still one of our best bets. They crucified us, even though we were correct. So really one of your best bets. This is really good. I wish a war might. True. Oh, yes! Finally! I don't own 3 Champ Galaxy, and we have a third now. Josh, you're saved. Finally, a third. Well, good night, everyone. This might be the best poll of the night. Thank God. Finally, a third champion Galaxy. Ursko, Warmite, Soul Bell, Plucky, Werepup, Sharkoon, Chevroor, Lycavoid. Hey, Champ Bacteris. This is pretty good. I don't know if a shark would, but a kite might. True. Why do they make you loot when you're usually drawing like 2 to 3 off of it? They really need to balance with the discards. The discards are very strange. I actually don't know why you would like. Maybe because like it is like you could do like a reanimator version eventually, but I don't really like the effect that much. Breeze is pretty decent though. Lyre Apollo, Nixamera, yo. Okay, watch out for the Fallen form here soon. Risen form very, very strong. All right. Veritako, we're gonna speedrun this a little bit. Poseidon's Fury. Hey, yo. Pretty strong card. That card I think is pretty good, especially in a limited format. I don't know how good it is like normally though. Flammoth for our holo here. But I do want to experiment with it just a little bit. I feel like the massive board wipe could be really cool. Brummelinks, yo. Brummelinks, very, very strong card right now. Again, shout out to Josh, but also this card is just so good. Very, very strong card. Yeah, okay, Nixamera Ballin form here up on the docket. Typically the boxes should have one or the other, which is super sick. Oh, Sleepy Zaptor! Our Hollow Spirit is a Sleepy Zaptor. Aww. I love this. This is one of my favorite artworks inside the entire set. I love the Moonrise spirits so much. They're so good. Okay. Ignector, Sluggle, Nemastar, Arachnid Slayer, Holy Forest, Torch of Hestia, Anadol Festus, Caduceus of Hermes, and Ampharix for our rare. Ramacle, Urskout, Hibernation, Sparkit, Sorlet, Galaubi, Jadlantis, Waylance, and a Spinosect. Hey, it's a pretty good one. I've actually been missing those Spinosects recently. All right, Tentastock, Spy Nymph, Soul Bell, Plucky, Werepup, Panzer, Torchin, Waspire, and another Brummeling. Wow, 2 Brummelings in the same box? This is a good box. Wait a minute. Holy. Hopefully, we can get our Stellar. Warmite, Ignector, Carrion, Cockatoodle, Nimbug, Griffuse, Titanostrike, Ankyloshock, and oh, new Vis. Wow, this is actually a really good box. 2 Brummelings and the new Vis. New phone, new Vis. Veritaqua, Narpoon, Reforge, Hibernation, Sparkit, Hermes of Talaria, Talaria of Hermes, Soroka of Noctis, Monsoon. Oh, Champ Majesty. Shout out to the eventual winner of that Arcolith. Panison, Titanostock, Plucky, Werepup, Nemastar, Mistral of Boreas, Breeze of Zephyros, Lyre of Apollo, and a Hermes Trickery for our rare. All right. Harpy, Elichick, Sorlet, Carrion, Cockatoodle, Mistral Boreas, Breeze Zephyros, Lyre Apollo, Voltempest for our rare slot there. Drataya, Ramacle, Nemastar, Paranch's Lair, Folly Forest, Galaubi, Javlantis, Waylance, and a Soul Stocks inside of her. All right, Urskout, Warmite, Reforge, Hibernation, Sparkit, Griffuse, Tetana Strike, Ankyloshock, and, ooh, a Pararanch. I don't have a third one of these, actually. Parachne is a really good card. I want to build a version of spiders that just has that card, because I think this is the best spider. Because it's an actual big body. Not much else, but it's just a big body. Narpoon, Harpy, Bunnix, Soulbell, Plucky, Torch of Hestia, Anvil of Hephaestus, Caduceus of Hermes, and a Majursa. Nice. Well, we did want to say we pulled Mama Bear. We have a couple more packs here in the set, and then we'll get to cookie cutting time. Kind of funny that it's like the muscle for spiders. Legitimately, I do think that it's like spiders are really strong at one-time use, but the fact they can never defend themselves means that I think they really function as a draw engine, and pretty much that's it. Sluggle, Veritaqua, Kite Mite, I wish a Kite Mite, Urskoat, Frigicub, Charcoon, Shiveror, Lycavoid, and an Exaltair for our hollow slot here. All right, Elichick, Panison, Werepup, Nemastar, Aranch's Lair, Talari of Hermes, Sirocco of Noctis, Monsoon of Eris, and a champion Galaxea makes a playset. Actually, I didn't have one of them before. Nice. All right, couple more packs. Sluggle, Veritaqua, Hibernation, Sparkit, Sorlet, Torch Hestia, Anvil of Hephaestus, Caduceus of Hermes, Dracodoodle for our rare. Ignector, Sluggle, Urskout, Frigicub, Bunnix, Griffuse, Tetana Strike, Ankyloshock, and a Majesty for our rare slot here. I think we're still missing our full art, and I think that's actually it. Our full art, I think, is what we're missing from here. Tetana Stock, Spinef, Foley Forest, Reforge, Hibernation, Mistral Boreas, Breeze of Zephyros, Lyre of Apollo, and a Floranch, second Floranch in the set. Okay, two packs left in the entire set. Let's see if we get our full art out of this one. Narpoon, Harpy, Carrion, Nimbug, Kite Mite, Talari of Hermes, Sirocco of Noctis, Monsoon, and yo! A Champion of Poseidon, Majesty. I actually don't have this one yet. That's really pretty. Oh, that's so nice. Well, nice full art. I think a Thunderstorm would have been sick. Big fan of this card though. Nice. Ignector, Sluggle, Sorlet, Carrion, Cockatoodle, Charcoon, Shiveror, Lycavoid, and a Pandolins. Nice. Well, that's Firestorm. We did accomplish one thing. We have our Champion Galaxy playset finally. We didn't own one before. I forgot about Flare Ranch. Cobalt still cringes. You know, it's really funny. It's the only way that I know to make those words make sense. You should make Bronaglow for the next casual. Actually, for the previous casual last week I did, and I do want to run it back because I do think it's actually a fairly fun strategy. It's really, I love the Thunderstorm, and I love that we have like a new searcher for it. Makes it a lot better. It's pretty good overall. All right, and that's ELESTRALS Firestorm. Everyone say bye, Firestorm. Bye. So, it has all come down to this. We must now do actual science here today. Unfortunately, Professor Swolax, we were in the kitchen, but we're also in the lab today. We have, as I get down to the teacher thing, we have the most important thing to do that we've been setting out to do this entire time. We made cookies. We pulled one from we opened one box from each set. We diddled, doiled, and had a little bit of fun making these delicious and frankly very, very rich cookies. But now time has come. We must pick cards from each set to represent the set in itself, and we gotta pick 5 cookies. So, we have our hollow slots from each and every box. And each and every set, all the way from base set to Firestorm. And we have to see which one is the best at cutting the cookie. And we're almost done. We have our specimen. We'll grab another one on here too, just to see. And we'll take a little tiny one too, just in case. We have our cookies all lined up in a row. But now we have to pick our hollow. So let's start with base set. What card from base set should we pick? Poseidon, Zaptor, Krakatuga, Nectar of the Gods, Circle of Sky, Sonicore, Galtabolt, 2 Latagons, Leonite, Voltempest, Rise, Stratomoth? What's our champion from base set? What are we picking to cut the cookie? For me, unfortunately, I think it's Poseidon. I think we're gonna pick Poseidon for this one. Moth. Okay, we have a vote for Moth. I do like the Moth as well. I'd say either Moth or Poseidon for base set. For Frostfall, my beloved. The Lavalith might be a good one, honestly. As well, Team Frostix, as we did pull 5 of them. And Flammoth would also be appropriate here too. I think those are all pretty good choices for Frostfall. Boop, 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 boop. For Daybreak, obviously we've got to run it back with the Goat Coastalith. Maybe also the Celestlio and the Full Art Kurabussi, also pretty good. But I feel like this one's already picked for us. For Moonrise, I'm sorry, I'm keeping the Hollow Ambro good and pristine. I feel like it's got to be Torchin. Torchin or like Drakkeen, probably. Ugh, Drakkeen. Poseidon, gotta prove that Trident is better than the Fork. True. All right, and then for Firestorm, Piranch, Nixamera Ballin form, the Ankylo Surge, and I think I'm willing to put the champ Galaxea on the line for that one. We should use the Strat and Flam and Double Moth Power. Oh, true. Okay, this is a bad control experiment because we don't have 5 cookies. Or 5 differently thickness cookies. I'm gonna try to pick the thickest point on each cookie, and we're gonna try to cut them. Not the best idea, but you know what? We have more cookie dough to save. All right, for base set, we have Poseidon, I think, is probably the way to go. Moths are made for cutting. Stratum Moth might be good. Poseidon, I kind of dig Poseidon here. Only the cookies upside down? Okay, that's a perfect bit, absolutely. Champ Poseidon it is. We finally got the playset, and it's gonna be the representative for for Firestorm. It's gotta be Torchin. I'm making an executive decision, it's gotta be Torchin for Moonrise. For Daybreak, my beloved, it's gotta be Coastalith. My goat! Goatalith! And then finally, Frostfall. What do we do with Frostfall? I'm back. If those cookies somehow have more spirits on board, then I wouldn't be shocked. True. Lith versus Lith? All right, we'll do Lava Lith. We did Vertilith last time when we pulled it. And you know what? We love a Lith. We love a Lith. Poseidon should be the move. Poseidon absolutely is. All right, let's reorder these real quick. We'll go with, you know what? You'll be over here. Moonrise, Daybreak, everyone shift over. Okay. So we have our cookie lineup, and we have our card representatives from each set. Base set, Frostfall, Daybreak, Moonrise, and Firestorm. All right, y'all. Let's light this candle. All right, Poseidon. We had the thickest part of the cookie. Poseidon's looking a little bendy already. Look at that. Not super straight. But I think we're going to go in for an angle. We're going to see how well it slices through. Again, we're going to grade this thing on how nice and clean the cut is, how hard it is to slice through, and then finally, the damage to the card. So, Poseidon, and I'm so sorry, Cake Ray, avert your eyes. We're going in. We're going to go with a chop for this one. Ready? 3, 2, 1, go in. Oh! Oh god, this thing is taking a lot of resistance. It's not even cutting through. It's not even cutting through! Poseidon fails immediately. Poseidon fails immediately! No! Oh my god. Base set. Why did you fail me? It's like thick in there too. Look at that. Oh, you know, that's a cute little standee though. You'll be remembered in the graveyard of your cookie. Not strong enough. Not strong enough, Poseidon. Your abs will be Lith to hell and back. Speaking to Lith, let's go Lava Lith for our next one. This cookie has a little too many chocolate chips. The too much chocolate chips and Lava Lith's got to punish. This is a 0 out of 30. Our Lava Lith, thickest point of the cookie. 3, 2, 1. Ooh. Okay. Oh. Uh-oh. Banned and restricted for a reason. That's what I'm saying. Look at that cut. Wait a minute. Oh, no. Oh, God. Frostfall got hands. Oh, no. That cut's pretty clean. Holy. And the damage is pretty minimal. Let's wipe off some of the cookie dust. Oh, the edge is pretty pristine. There's a small nick right at the top there. It's very hard to see. And outside the chocolate there, it's like right there. A little tiny little portion right there. That's like right there. That's not bad. Lava Lith. Oh my god. Holy. That's clean. That's clean. I was not expecting that. Oh my god, Coastalith, please! Coastalith, you're in defense. Go in the offensive attack. Ah. Okay, Coastalith. Our previous reigning champion, Coastalith, my goat. You have to do this. You have to do this for us. For us, Coastalith. Alright. You're better than him. Know that. 3, 2, 1. Go in! Oh. Oh. Oh, God. Okay, it's gonna come down to a tie. I do think, unfortunately, Lava Lith's, like, cut metric is so much, like, cleaner without so many crumbs. But this one also had a lot of chocolate on the inside. A lot of chocolate on the inside for this one. So that's, like, kind of hard to judge, you know? Yeah, let me get a close look at that. Oh, that's hard. That's really hard. Cleaner cut for Lava Lith is true, but these are like also so close. They're so close. Oh my god, no. No. Okay. Let's check damage. Let's check damage. Check damage. Check damage. Oh, wait. Coastal might have it. There is no damage on the Coastalith. 0 damage on the card side of Coastalith. Oh my god. The cut isn't as clean. The cut is a little more crumbly compared to the Lavalith. But quite literally, no scratches, no dents, no nicks. This is a clean... This defense is huge. The big booty of Coastalith. The booty might not be clean, but damn it, ain't she pristine. That's pretty good. All right, Coastalith, you're not bad. Let's check in on Torchin. Now, Torchin, I really want to fail, just out of principle. And the cookie itself is a little smaller, but I think it's actually the thickest cookie by size. So, a lot of chocolate in the middle there. We're gonna try to skip a little bit to the side to get a little bit less of the actual chocolate. I think it's a lot easier to slice through. 3, 2, 1. Oh, ooh, that's hard. Uh-oh. Just like the Poseidon, the Torchin cannot pierce the cookie. Torchin dead. Poseidon dead. Immediate disqualification. That's hilarious. Can't even cross the finish line and cannot cut through this cookie. Torchin! I had higher hopes for you. Did slide out of that cookie a lot faster. Look at that. It's not even fully cut through. Wow. I expected more from you, Torchin. I expected a lot more from you. I'll put you back in the cookie. All right, everyone. Finally, we have one more to look into. Champion Galaxea. The final third one. The third to finish my playset. I haven't had a playset this entire time. It's all on the line for Firestorm. 2 complete cuts from the second set and the third set of ELESTRALS. Galaxea, champion of Poseidon. Your Poseidon failed you. I don't know if you'll fail this cookie. 3, 2, 1. Engage. Oh. Ooh. Oh. Uh-oh. No! You know what the sad part is? This cut is really good. This cut is probably the best cut out of all of them. By far, hands down, full stop, but so thematically appropriate as Champion Galaxea gets in there for 1 damage, but on the crackback return is only a 2 attack and cannot defend itself. Holy God, we made a hockey stick. I cannot believe it. I cannot believe it. Oh my God, I don't have to bend this thing back. Oh, it felt terrible. Okay. Oh, lore accurate cookie cutting. I know, I'm saying. Look at that back. Oh my God, she's broken. Oh God, we're gonna have to reshape this thing when it warps back out. I just got this. Ah! And thus the cookie stream giveth, and the cookie stream taketh away. Hey, what's going on, Nico Silver? Hello, good to see you, by the way. Good morning. Oh my God. Well, that's just the way the cookie crumbles. After a long, hard fought battle between, well, first myself and also these cookies, we're so back, but yet we're also so over. Poseidon, representative of base set, could not cut through the cookie. Disqualified, failed immediately. Send back to Atlantis. Torchin, our Moonrise representative. Same case, but maybe better because, you know, actually got out of the cookie. This one's stuck. Okay, we got her. We got him. Oh, God. Champion Galaxea, while I think your cut might have been the cleanest, I think you ultimately get last place because of how destroyed you are. Torchin, you and Poseidon are disqualified. But I think if I had to rank both of you guys equally, it would be the same. Y'all both failed me. Lavalith, my beloved. Cleanest cut. Surprise entry into this. The newcomer of the set. Saving Nerdalith. The same amount of damage as the Nerdalith as last time. But saving the day and redeeming your nerd brethren. Your nerd sistren. However, Coastalith, my Goatalith. The two-time champion of the world. Coastalith, unscathed, a little bit choppy on the slice, a little more crumbles than the Lavalith, and honestly, a lot more crumbles than the Galaxea, but not a single scratch. And just as smooth, if not just smoother, than everything including the Lavalith. Coastalith really is the greatest card in existence. And, oh my god, my goat wins again. Ten out of 10. Amazing cookie stream. Well, when life gives you cookies, you chop them in half with ELESTRALS cards. Thank you so much for being here, everyone. Thank you so much for next year for round 3. That's right. I think if by doing this every single set, then this will make it a lot easier to actually do over time. I do appreciate every single one of you for being inside of the kitchen today. Thank you so much for being here. Let me turn on this. Make it a little cozier for us tonight. I appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you so much for staying up super late for this 4-hour cookie baking and cookie cutting stream. I'm gonna end the stream a little bit here, but again, it was great to have you all around and have you all here. The next time we stream might be Professor Swolax, but also in this tournament this Saturday, then you might see me there as well. And I hope best of luck on your actual cooking. We might be back to actually cooking decks instead of food, or maybe go back in the kitchen for some more sweet treats. I'm gonna go clean up this mess and the entirety of my stream setup here, but thank you so much for coming into my home, and of course, you're always welcome to stay. Couch is over there. I knit that blanket myself, so, you know, tell me if you like it or not. And thank you guys so much for being here. I do appreciate each and every one of you. If it's late for you, get some sleep, or if it's early, midday, or evening, have a good midday, evening, or night, or day, morning, wherever it is in the world that you're watching this. Eat something. 12 cookies, no dinner is not the way to go. Take care of yourself first and foremost. I'm probably gonna go and I'm probably gonna drink a lot of water, clean up this mess and get some cookies, and maybe I'll make ramen later. But good night, everyone. Thank you so much for being here. And absolutely, this was Absolute Cinema once again. Coastalith, my goat. All right. Good night, y'all. And we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.